Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only live stream on planet Earth dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. So if that is what you are, if that is what you are into, or if that's something that you aspire to be, don't forget to hit that subscribe button followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Today, I'm doing mobile channel reviews. We're going to find out if your YouTube channel is optimized for mobile viewers. And I'm also going to be answering your mobile creator and mobile YouTuber questions. Wow, that was an abrupt stop. Didn't mean to do that. Link in the description below to that. Go down there, hit that link, drop your question in the form. It's going to help me keep everything nice and tidy as the chat gets going kind of fast. And I just want to say, hey, thanks for hanging out. I saw a whole bunch of you were waiting for like an hour almost before I came on. That is fantastic. Much love. I appreciate it. And I'm going to let you know that my Streamlabs is not operating correctly here with my chat not showing up. So I'm going to, with my chat not showing up. So I'm going to be going back and forth between my phone, my tablet, and a browser here. Hey, Paul Peg Drywall 2, how's it going, man? Okay, before we get into anything, I want to thank the fine folks over at TubeBuddy for sponsoring today's show and making it all possible. You guys already have TubeBuddy, I know you do, but if you don't, for whatever reason, a link in the description below. It's going to help you get your titles together. It can even help you A/B test your thumbnails. This is a tool. This is a must-have tool for your channel. It's an absolute game changer. Link in the description below for that. And just for those of you who do have TubeBuddy, if somebody's on the fence, do you recommend TubeBuddy? Just put in like a hashtag yes or a hashtag no. If you do not recommend TubeBuddy, it's a game changer for me. Hey, wow, Doug Hewson in the house. Neil Crypto Cruising is here. Beanie Draws, how's it going? Cat They Fit, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a long time. Stanley Orchard, how you doing? The Predictor, Scully's House of Thrillers, Paul Peck Drywall Tube, second time because you're that awesome, brother. Scales Pimp, how's it going? Little Heartling. The Lost Legend, no. How's it going? You hit 44 today. Awesome. Sparks Family TV, high five, fist bump. Thank you for the super chat. Says, hello, D. Please review our channel. You will be the first one up, my friend. But it is going to be just a little bit because, you know, we go through all the talking and some questions and all that stuff. So sit tight. And for those of you who are watching this on the replay, feel free to go down and leave a comment under the video. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to answer all of your questions. And if I don't get to your question today, because the form is a first come, first serve thing. So if I don't get to you, once this is published, come back, post your question as a comment, and I will go back through them and get to them that way. So how's everybody doing? Hey, Kai Berserk, how's it going? Musab Gaming, how's it going? Lights, Camera, Kate, how are you? I hope you guys are having an awesome day or an awesome night, wherever you may be in the world. And for those of you who are already asking how you get your channel reviewed, down in the description, I have like a mini little paragraph talking about how I select channels. Go down there and read that before you start saying, look at my channel, look at my channel. And yeah, and that. Fire Scarf, how's it going? Flash in your pan, how you doing? Nice to see you in here. You have a new streaming PC. You are happy, man. I'm good to hear that. Cathay Fit, thank you so much for the super chat. For coffee and M&Ms. Well, true story, I had M&Ms. I was going to eat them on the stream today, but I couldn't wait. I ate them, and just now all I have is no water. I've coffeeed up, I've M&M'd up, I'm sugared up, I'm ready to go. I'm caffeined out and sugared out. So now it's water from here on out for the rest of the show. Thank you, Kathy. Hey, Jackie Hero Food Reviews, how are you doing? So many awesome peeps in here. They say, absolutely. Amazing, awesome peeps in here. SA Tech Gamer, how's it going? Donnie Beats, how you doing, man? Water is great. Yeah, you know what? I try to drink, especially now. So here's the thing. I'm in northern Thailand. And those of you who are watching from maybe India or Pakistan or anywhere in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, the Philippines, you know about burn season when the farmers kind of burn their crops, that sort of thing. We're going through that right now in northern Thailand. So the air gets kind of smoky, your throat gets dry, all of that stuff. Jason James, how's it going? Talking about the air in Thailand. Yeah. A rant's about to happen. Not really. Hey, PhotoFin, nice to see you. PhotoFin, I hope your day has improved. I saw you on Twitter. You're having a bad day, man. I hope everybody kind of cheered you up and recentered you. FutureX Gaming, how's it going? Nice to see you. Donnie Beat says, what are you using to stream right now? Hey, Slow Go Gamer YT. Launchpad Astronomy, how's it going? I'm using Streamlabs right now. I'm streaming actually on a PC. I'm not streaming on a phone. If you're wondering, hey, how you do this, all this stuff on your phone, you can use the Streamlabs mobile app. you can put your chat on top of the screen and you can get some images on there. But because of all the things that I have going on here with like the channel reviews and I'm pulling my phone in and all that stuff, I actually need to do this on either a PC or my iPad. If you have an iPad, hey Heidi, how's it going? If I have an iPad, I would be using Switcher Studio, which is hands down the best streaming app out there. Supreme Nick, how's it going? So Heidi, so here's the funny thing. I always see your name, Costume CO, and I heard you pronounce it. I don't know where I even heard you, but it's Costume Co. is how you pronounce it. So I just feel like a dummy. I've been pronouncing it CO all these years. It's close. Potato Chips, how's it going? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So my chat is not, it's kind of like in and out here. So I apologize if I'm not seeing all the messages. I'm going to do the best that I can today and work with what I've got. Hey, Katie Fries, how's it going? Hey, Joshua Polino, how's it going? So I'm going to jump right into the form because that's filling up and I want to get through as many of those as humanly possible. Wow, I'm having all kinds of technical snafus here on my end. Hope everybody can hear me and see me okay. So the first question, drum roll, comes from Slow Go Gamer YT, who says, does my channel look like it's going to succeed, and what recording app suits me for the content that I put out? Looking at your channel here really quickly, you have 2 videos, so it's way too early to give you any feedback whatsoever other than go make, 50 videos, go make 100 videos, then come back and let's figure out what's going on. But if you succeed or not, that's entirely up to you. Go through the YouTube Creator Academy, recently rebranded to YouTube Creator. It's pretty much the instruction manual for YouTube. So the more knowledge you arm yourself with, the more skills that you possess is going to increase your odds of succeeding on YouTube. But I will tell you, as a gamer, you've got your work cut out for you. So you're going to have to work extra hard. Next one comes from Glue Guns and Roses. This one, okay. She says, is it really against the rules for a YouTuber to say how much money they make from AdSense? If so, where can the rule be found? I've read all the guidelines for YouTube and AdSense, and I've never seen such a rule. That's a fantastic question. I've actually never seen the rule myself, but the way it was explained to me is you're not supposed to mention what your CPM is. So how much you're getting for your particular ads, that's the thing that, from my understanding, they don't want people to talk about. Not how much you make. You can talk about how much you're making. They just don't want to, they don't want you to talk about how much you're making with your actual ads, your CPM. Because that's different, right? Like per niche, per video, the topic, all of that stuff can change your demographics, what country people are watching, and all of that stuff changes the ads that are going out. And I think they're trying to keep that sort of thing. And again, I don't have any data other than just kind of common sense on this one. By keeping a lot of that information not so public, they can stop people from gaming the system on that. Hey, Joseph Andrews, how's it going? Because if you know David OG, moderators, you want to show him to the door. El Jefe, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Give Paloma a nice big hug. Moving on to the next question. I'm going to back up for a second. Glue Guns and Roses. I haven't actually seen that either. I've never looked for it. I've heard from multiple very reliable sources, don't show people your CPM. So haven't done that. I actually deleted a video and re-uploaded it because I accidentally did that when I was going through analytics in one of my videos. So, okay. Next question comes from SA Tech Gamer, who says, D, I'm a small channel, so what's one... Okay, this is a good question. I'm a small channel, so what's the one and most important tip that you can give me and other small channels? It's hard to give you one tip, but if I'm going to give you one tip, it's going to be consistency. I'm going to give you a bonus tip, which is focus. Laser focus on the audience that you want to view your content. So if you're doing a craft channel, do a craft channel. Even more focus would be a particular type of craft channel, what type of craft channel that you're doing, and then be consistent with all of that. Hey, View This, how's it going? Nikki Mine, how are you? Gear Vlogs, nice to see you in here. Eric Wait, I saw you in here somewhere. Tana Does Tech, hey, how's it going? Expert Plumber, Roger's in the house. How you doing, brother? Roger, how is Switcher Studio working out for you, man? I love that you're live. I love that you're over on LinkedIn. I think it's really cool that you got in early on that. Roger, I've been dragging my feet on LinkedIn. So who in the house right now who's active on LinkedIn? If you're active on LinkedIn, type in yes right now. I have an account. I haven't been active over there. I've been trying to build the habit of opening the app. It's been a struggle. But now that live streaming is coming, hey, Meme King Gaming, how you doing? Now that live streaming is coming, I'm amped up to go live stream over there. So I'm fired up for that. Yeah, no expert. Roger, man, your set looks dope too. I like to have you get the steel wall going on. And for those of you who haven't seen Roger, the expert plumber, live over on LinkedIn, he's using Switcher Studio, which is an entirely mobile-based platform. You can use multiple iPhones or iPads to actually switch your cameras. So, for example, if you have 3 iPhones, you have 3 camera sources that you can switch between to have different camera angles. That's really cool. And Roger, man, and you're doing a great job, by the way. I just caught the one, and you were holding it down, man. It was awesome. Cathay Fit, it's called Switcher Studio. I actually have some videos coming on it, and I'm gonna start doing an additional live stream, maybe starting in May, where I focus on mobile streaming and live streaming strategies. It's not going to be like a 3 or 4 hour live stream. It might go on for like 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know what day yet, just to focus on mobile streaming, because I know there's so many mobile gamers who want to up their gaming game. They want to level up their gaming game. That was kind of weird. And there's a lot of people who are wanting to stream from their phone, and they're struggling with apps. They're struggling with the confidence. How do you run a live stream? How do you deal with the audio? Right, front camera, back camera. What do you talk about? How do you not have silence? Right, there's a cornucopia, a plethora of things to talk about live streaming. So I'm wanting to start to wanting to do little live streams on that. Probably going to do it in May, because I have to. I'm doing some traveling. We're going to be gone for like a month, so I don't want to actually start that until I get back. But while I'm on the road, I'm going to be on the road for like a month. I will be using Switcher Studio exclusively. It's an amazing app, as Roger knows. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Yep, right on. Hey, Ratty Star, what's going on? I see a couple people asking, hey, can you get me pulled up? In the description, I got a little paragraph talking about how I pull channels up for review. So head down there and read that so you understand what's going on today. All right, next question in the queue here. This one comes from, how do you pronounce that? Yinshi Gaming. I see people posting certificates online of subscriber wins. I see people posting, how do I get the certificate? Okay, I think you're talking about the milestone certificate, where you see somebody says, oh, I hit 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers. You know what? Hey, RPM Nexus, how's it going, Matt? Hope you were doing well. Tanadas, Texas, what do you think of Final Cut Pro? I originally started editing video way back in the day on the original version number 1 of Final Cut Pro. After so many back then it was really unstable, and then I eventually moved over to PC. But now it's solid. I think it's solid. So let me show you guys something really quick. Guinness Gaming. So who knows how to get their milestone certificate? I'm hoping I'm showing the right thing here. Who knows how to get their milestone certificate? So if you hit a certain subscriber number or a certain view count, you can download a certificate from TubeBuddy. Hey, Something Mate, how's it going? Hey, SA Gamer, how's it going? I know some of you do, some of you might not. Okay, well, I'm going to walk you through this. Okay, Supreme Nick does not know. So you can download the TubeBuddy app, the free version. You can do this, or you can go to tubebuddy.com/milestone. And let me walk you through this really quick. Where is my TubeBuddy? This is my tutorial phone here. Okay, so when you go into TubeBuddy, hey, The Guard, how's it going? Don Moody, how you doing, brother? Hope you're doing well in Florida. Okay. Yeah, the numbers are cranking through. I haven't actually opened it on this phone in a while here. Tap Out says, hey, Nick, can I get a review? My name is D, so you just kind of blew it right there. Okay, so what you want to do, this is really easy. Once you open up the TubeBuddy app, if you're on your phone, you see you have the little trophy icon over on the right now that says 9 on it for me. You just tap on that, then you're going to see all of your milestones. So you can look at view milestones, or you can look at subscriber milestones. For this one, let's say the second one down, 26,000 subscriber milestone. You tap on your milestone. It's going to open up the certificate. It takes a minute to load because it's actually like putting information on there. Let me shrink out. Okay, so your certificate loads up, and then you just simply tap on Save to Photos down on the bottom left, or you can just share it right out to social media. Easy peasy. So that is how you get your milestones. Yeah, very easy. Literally, it literally takes like 5 seconds, and you're off and running. Let me close this down. The Bearded Store says, awesome. Thank you, D. So, yeah, for those of you who did not know how to do that, that's how you do it on your phone. If you're on a desktop browser, tubebuddy.com/milestones. Pretty sure that's it. Tap out. Sorry, D, I get confused. That's all right. A lot of people think we look the same. I was actually thinking about living on the edge and not using a hat today, but I thought, you know what? Half the stream is going to think that I'm Nick. So I just didn't do it. All right, moving on to the next question in the forum. Big Scouse Jim, who uploads once a week, but you haven't uploaded for 2 weeks now, who says, I keep losing subs. And I guess the question is, why are you losing subs? Well, for starters, you're not uploading consistently. You need to be consistent with your uploads. You need to upload on a regular basis. One thing that I like to use as an example is pick your favorite show, your favorite TV show that you watch. It could be Vikings, it could be Game of Thrones, it could be Breaking Bad or whatever. You learned when their release was going to be. So if it was Sunday night at 10 o'clock, you were there Sunday night at 10 o'clock, unless you scheduled to watch it later, you binge watch them. But because they let you know when those releases were coming, you came back, right? So that's one thing you need to do. Be consistent, so the people who watch your content, they start to learn that you upload consistently. Like if I miss a couple of days, like I try to upload on Wednesday and Friday and then live stream on Sunday. If I don't do one of those, people leave comments and say, hey, where was your video? Because they get used to seeing you uploading on that particular time. So number one is consistency. Number two, let me just open you up here on the browser. Okay, so you're talking about oh, you're in Thailand. That's cool. So, I see some videos about your weight loss journey. So good luck on that. I think that's really awesome that you're doing that. But then I see you have another thing about Thailand. So it looks like your content is a little bit, okay, your weight loss journey. So here's what's happening. And I'm not going to pull you up here, but out of the content that you don't have a lot of content, but you're giving mixed signals. Half of your content is about your weight loss journey, which is fantastic because you're sharing information that can help people and change their lives. That's a win. So I personally, like if you're still going with that, I would focus on that. But then what you're doing is you're confusing your audience and you're saying, hey, I'm going to Thailand, which by the way, I'm in Thailand. Hey, I'm going to Thailand. Here's all these Thailand videos. I'm on vacation. And that has nothing to do with your weight loss videos. So whichever one of those you want to do more, if you want to be a travel vlogger, be a travel vlogger. But if you want to do weight loss, do weight loss. Focus on one of those. By focusing on two, you're dividing your audience. If I joined your channel, if I subscribe to your channel because I want to become part of your weight loss journey, then you start bombing me with all these Thailand videos that I have zero interest in, I'm going to unsubscribe. So that could be part of it. So focus and consistency. Let me close this down. Next question. Wow, these are pouring in. Thank you. Holy cow. Next one also comes from Big Jim. It says, I keep getting asked to use Hangouts. They send me a link to join, but it keeps sending me to the Play Store. How can I use Hangouts on my phone? Man, that's a great question, and I don't have it. Do I have it installed here? Okay, so what you need to do, if it's sending you to the Play Store, it means you do not have Google Hangouts installed on your phone. And let me see, give me 1 second here. Let me make sure. I'm looking on my tutorial phone here. Give me 1 second. So Google Hangouts. Right. So here's what it's going to look like. So when you go to the store, Play Store, the iOS store, whatever, you're going to see Hangouts and you're going to see an option to download it. You have to install this and make sure you go through the process of setting it up. Then when they send you the link, then you tap on the link and it's going to go right through to the Hangouts. But you have to make sure, hey, good night, Doug. Have a good one. Nick Nimmin's in the house. There he is. Nick Nimmin coming to you live from Armenia. He's probably in the classroom right now, possibly, or is it the middle of the night over there? So anyway, Jim, you have to download the app first and make sure you set it up. That's why it keeps popping up. Next question is, who's up next? Next question is Gear Vlogs. Says, I redid my channel to have sections for the different videos that I have. I just want feedback. Okay, I'm not to that portion of the channel yet. Yeah, so if you guys have left questions about checking out your channel, those are going to get looked over right now because I just want to, I'm not getting into the reviews just yet. I'm not pulling anybody up just yet. We're just answering questions. You have questions about mobile YouTubing. You have a question, YouTubing, that just sounds fun. You have a question about being a mobile creator. You've got app questions. That's what we can put in here right now. All right, next one is more channel reviews. Yeah, so when you open up the form, take a look at the form at the very top. There's an asterisk and then capital letters. It says, please don't ask for a review here. All right, next question is Sterile Fortnite. Holy cow, you're uploading 7 to 14 videos a week, so you're just like brute force playing, I guess. Should I continue uploading 7 to 14 videos per week or upload less video? Here's the thing about uploading consistency. If you're uploading every day, or even if you're uploading 10 times a day, but no one is responding to your content, then it doesn't matter how many times you're uploading. One good upload, a meaningful good upload, is going to do way better than just brute force uploading every day. So to answer your question is, how are people responding to your content? When you upload every single day, are you getting the response that you should get or that you think you should get? Are people saying, hey, more of this? If not, if you're just uploading and nobody's watching, scale it back, because it's more important that you learn how to properly put your video together, how to make the proper thumbnails, how to make the proper titles. You have to learn those skills. That way, those videos that you make are actually relevant and people will actually watch them. But just brute force uploading doesn't matter. So if people are responding, keep doing what you're doing. If they're not responding, I would definitely slow it down and focus on learning how to craft a titles, make better thumbnails, make better videos. So Nick, what time is it now in Armenia? I don't know if you said it already. Where you at, Nick? Oh, there you still are. Yeah, there you are. Are you in the middle of class right now, Nick? Or are you... So Nick has been, this is the second year he's gone to Armenia where he's teaching, they're basically holding class where he's teaching up-and-coming Armenian YouTubers how to grow and succeed on YouTube. So fantastic, fantastic mission there. Next question. This one comes from... Warstorm, do you have any tips on how to improve my channel? Okay, again, that's not, that's another review. This one comes from Brick Ninja again. Thanks for coming back to hang out with me. I know you were here last week. Is it a good idea to mix YouTube content with Lego or gaming content? Okay, if your channel is Brick Ninja and you're focused on Legos, then I would continue to focus on Legos. If you start, okay, this video is about Legos, this video is about gaming, right? You're confusing YouTube and you're dividing your audience, unless it's a game about Legos. If it's Lego gaming and it fits within the Lego niche, roll with it. Photo Fan asks the next question. He says, I want to thank you and everyone for all the encouragement on my tweet yesterday when I wasn't feeling the best. It's nice to know that us creators are all in this supporting each other together. Absolutely. Creators supporting creators. And you know what? I want to get some feedback here. So Photofin's father, Photofin is 14 years old. Photofin's father isn't supportive of his creative journey and thinks that in the future, he basically says that it has no future. And the stuff that he's learning is going to be, it's not going to be relevant in the future, and he's kind of wasting his time. I totally disagree with that. So those of you who want to give Photofin some support, do you think Photofin should keep on his creative journey despite the fact that his father is like, if his father doesn't support him? Should he just put his head down and just keep being creative? I think he should. I think Photofin, follow your heart, man. Follow your heart. Follow that creative spark. Follow your curiosity. Hey, Josephine, how you doing? Follow that curiosity, right? Like, you're a creator, dude. Like, that's inside of you. It's never coming out. Newsflash, it's never, ever, ever, ever coming out, right? Like, that's in there. Like, you're a creative person. That doesn't go away. Like, you might be able to suppress it for a little bit. I mean, that's what happened to me, right? I had a creative business for many years. I got out. I had another business, but it wasn't a creative business. Well, my second business wasn't a creative business. And then I got back into YouTube, and then I can like make stuff again. Like, being able to make stuff again on a regular basis and like being okay with that, man, it's just the best feeling in the world. I tried to suppress it, right? I'm also a musician. Like, you try to suppress that stuff, but it's at the core, that's who you are. If you make stuff, if you're a creator, if you're a maker, if you're a fiddler, if you're a doodler, right? Like, whatever it is, like, those are things that are just like in you. You can't suppress that. And like people were talking about on Twitter, the skills that you're learning right now, Photofin, those skills, if you have to continue learning, like, don't ever stop learning. But those skills will carry with you. So whatever happens with the technology, like, you'll be ready for it because you're going to stay on top of technology. But the number one thing number one piece of advice I can give you from an old dude, right? I'm old, right? From one old dude to someone who's like 14 years old, right? Like, if I were to go back and talk to my 14-year-old self, I would say, learn how to discipline yourself. If you can discipline your life, if you can learn how to power through and get the things done that you have to get done, you're going to win no matter what. But if you can't discipline yourself, you're going to lose, and your dad's going to be right. But if you learn discipline, if you learn how to just literally, man, just put your head down and power through whatever it is that comes your way, like, this is where I'm going, this is my goal, and I'm going to get there no matter what life throws at me. And you can discipline yourself to get up every single day to make that happen. The good days, the bad days, if you can discipline yourself, dude, you're absolutely going to win. Absolutely going to win. Hey, Sammy, what's up, Studio Geek 32? Hope you're doing well, man. Beanie Draw says, the only person who needs to believe in you is you, and no one else matters. Exactly. No one else matters, Photofin, because, like, at the end of the day, dude, like, it's your life, man. Like, your parents have already lived their life. They're living their life based on the choices that they made. Okay. And I think you've got like nine brothers and sisters or something insane, but they chose the path that they chose. That's not your path. You get to make your own path, and don't let anybody in the world tell you what your path should be. I mean, Nick knows I barely made it out of high school. Like, I hated school. I hated school. No, I didn't hate music school. I went on and went to music school after, but actual high school, I hated every single minute of high school that I was there. I just felt like I was just completely wasting my time. I wanted to play music. I wanted to skateboard. I wanted to do all the stuff that in my head, like, I was okay, I want to do this stuff. I hated every single minute that I was in high school. And I almost didn't make it out. Not because I was a dummy. I never did my homework. I didn't study for tests. I still passed my test, but I did just the minimal amount of work to get by so I could get out. And man, hated high school. That was a long answer. What am I missing in the chat here? Eric Waite says, hey, D, perfect example. Luke Skywalker did not follow the path of his father. Boom. That's the best example out there. Eric Waite, you're 53. Man, I'm on your tail, dude. You don't have too many years ahead of me. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I think Vagard said something. Vagard, what did you say about regret? Which I totally agree with, but it flew by here in the chat. Vagard said, regret is poison. Man, nailed that one. Regret is absolute poison. So yeah, Photofin, there's that. Hey, Mike Van Doozy, how are you doing? Mike is on the road trying to tune in when I get home. Right on, Mike. Have a good one, man. Vipers in the house dropping fire per usual. Hope you're doing well, Viper, with your creamy new Sony footage that looks super, super crisp. Nick says, and a little known fact, what does he say? D has had the most interesting life of anyone I know because he chose to blaze his own path instead of listening to others. Yeah, I've had an interesting life, man. No regrets. No regrets. I've been in some, it's been a life. I'll put it that way. There's a book out there. There's a book coming sometime in the future or at least a podcast. Studio Geek 32 says, D, are you going to VidCon? I'm going. I'm pretty sure that I'm going. I'm 99% sure that I'm going to VidCon. For sure, I'll be at Vid Summit. I was 100% VidCon. Now I'm 99% VidCon. Hey, Asinality, how's it going? Tap Out, you are the best. Okay, I'm moving on to... Beanie says, what's life if you don't get yourself into trouble once in a while? Beanie, if we ever get to meet face to face, which I hope we do at Vid Summit, we can have that talk. Lots of trouble. Lots of trouble, man. Lots of trouble. All right, I'm going back into the forum before we get totally sidetracked here. This one comes from Supreme Nick, who says, does your channel banner help people tell them what your YouTube channel is about? That's exactly what it does. If your thumbnails tell people what your video is about, your title and your thumbnail tells people what your video is about, your channel banner or your channel art tells people what your channel is about. So make sure that you're not just throwing up any old image for your channel banner, for your channel art, for your header on top of your channel. Excuse me. Put your name up there and put down some sort of a tagline or a mission statement, your value proposition, letting people know what it is you're doing on your channel, what they can expect, what it is you're going to give them, why they should subscribe to your channel. Thank you, Crypto Cruising. He says, you wait for Vid Summit, I'll show you a whole new level of trouble. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Star-Lord. Like, we're in, like, the police are like legit in Los Angeles these days. So we gotta keep trouble to a minimum in the United States. It's a militarized police force, man. Like, you got to be cool in the United States these days, especially California. They are not playing there. But yeah, definitely, I can't wait to hang out with you, man. This one comes from Gurush Arts, who wants to know, can you tell me how my new thumbnails look? Okay, we're not to that portion of the show just yet. I'm mowing through these questions. Keep them coming. This one comes from A2R Plays Gaming. It says, can you explain what is TubeBuddy? Tell me how it is and also how it helps my YouTube channel. Man, that's a fantastic question. And hold on, let me look at what so you're on an Android phone. So I don't know if you have access to a desktop computer or not. TubeBuddy can help you choose the right titles for your videos. TubeBuddy can help you choose the right keywords for your videos. Depending on your level in TubeBuddy, it can help you A/B test your thumbnails. It looks at all of your data. It can tell you, how your videos are performing, how your channel is performing overall. It's a tool that you must have if you're serious about growing your YouTube channel. Now, if all you have is a phone, they do have an app. The app's a little bit limited in what you can do with it. But if you have access to a desktop computer, you can put it in as a plugin. You can install it free, put it in as a plugin on your computer, on your desktop, and just spend some time learning how to use it. Go watch videos from Nick. Go watch videos from TubeBuddy, the TubeBuddy channel itself. Learn how to use it so then you can actually take advantage of the tool. Like if I handed you a power tool and I said, here, go do something with this power tool, you might hurt yourself. But if you learn how to use the power tool, you know what it's for, you can actually build something really cool and create something awesome with it. Moving on to the next question. Condois Gaming says, can you show us some intro apps on Android? Another awesome question. So they discontinued the Legend app for Android and iOS, which is really, really disappointing. That was an awesome free app. I've downloaded probably 10 to 12 different intro apps for Android, and I'm not happy with any of them just yet. When I find one that I feel is worthy of making a video on, I will make a video on that. However, if you're on iOS with an iPhone, you can use an app called Intromate. I have a video on that fantastic app. Asanality says, my question needs to be answered, please, D. That would have been a great time to ask your question. And if you put it in the form down below, it's first come, first serve. So you're going to have to wait if you put it in there. If you haven't put it in the form already, you might not get an answer. I don't know, because they're piling up. Official Raw Tricks, thank you so much. Says, what's up, D? What's up, man? How you doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Still growing steadily. Thanks for all the great tips and content. Man, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Hey, you do it. How's it going? He says, we're going to get Neil to DJ at Vid Summit. Yeah, I like the idea of that. And by the way, John, man, like, I'm impressed, dude. I watch you on Instagram. Like, you're everywhere, man. You're like in music studios. You're making stuff. You're running computer cables through wood. They're building studio. Dude, like, jack of all trades, man. I love it. I love it. Bonnie Bende, Pootie Pie, or T-Series. I don't care either way. I don't support either one of those channels. I don't care what happens to them. They don't know about me. I don't care. Like, everyone who's on their own, like, you know, if you're on your own journey, you're on your own journey. Like, those channels mean nothing to me. However, I think it's pretty cool from, you know, just stepping back away from that aspect. Pootie Pie is like a small team. T-Series is like a major corporation. Of course they're going to win, right? They've got the manpower. It's a steamroller. Of course they're going to win. They were always going to win. Hey, AD guy, how's it going? SA Tech Gamer, how's it going? Hey, Alex Talks, how you doing? The battle is over. Yeah, the battle's over. Hey, Dan, Creative Fundamentals, how's it going? Dan, yeah, you got that email that I sent you, I hope, that I forwarded to you. But dude, I got it, man. Like, I understand. I guarantee your email inbox is probably 10 times more flooded than mine. So I get it, dude. Emails just come in and just like, okay, I can't even get to them all. So I get it. I totally get it. All right, next question in the form. Okay, yeah, I'm not. This question comes from the Lost Legend of No, who wants to know on a scale of 1 to 10, how good are your edits? I'm not watching videos. That's not what I do here. I do like first impressions. I'll look at your thumbnails. I'll look at your titles, maybe your playlist, maybe your channel banner, something like that. We don't actually watch the videos because the reason for that is I don't know when I click play on your channel. Like, if I click play on a video and I don't know who you are, right? I click play and maybe you're playing a song that you don't own the rights to. Well, now I just put that song in my channel, or I just put an image or a video clip that you don't own the rights to and I don't own the rights to. So then I risk getting a copyright strike. That's why I don't actually pull up channels. I would love to. I would absolutely love to like critique editing and that sort of thing. I'm working on opening up my Patreon account. That is something that I will be doing over there. I can look at, I will be looking at videos over there, but do it live streaming and that sort of thing. No, I can't do it here. Hope you guys understand. Moving right along to the next question. Boy, a lot of gamers in here. Woo. I'm amazed. And by the way, those of you who are how many of you gamers are playing PUBG? If you play PUBG, go ahead and type in PUBG right now in the chat. Clash with Rock says, best video maker for Android. Love from India. Hey, man, much love to you in India. For Android, the best video editors, I think, are KineMaster and Power Director for Android. I think those are the best in terms of like professional grade. On the iOS side, LumaFusion, KineMaster. Then you've also got stuff like Video Show, there's a whole bunch of those video stuff, but they're all kind of good. But if I had to choose, Power Director or KineMaster. Not me, creative destruction. PUBG, not a gamer. Okay, so some of you are playing PUBG. Hey, Driven Trucking, how's it going? Nice to see you back. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I've got some PUBG stuff coming up. You'll be happy. I'm going to show you how to make some custom PUBG thumbnails. That video is coming up soon. Flasher Pants says, I'm a reformed gamer. I don't want to fall off the wagon and get addicted again. Josephine DeSmet is back. We missed you. Hey, Organic Drugs, how you doing? Best advice for a new YouTuber. New YouTuber. Best advice I can give you is to focus on one thing and be consistent. That's actually two things. Those two things, focus and be consistent. I don't know if PUBG is still a thing or not, but I get an enormous amount of requests. Hey, show me how to make a PUBG thumbnail. So that is coming. Next question is, and somebody just asked, what was the question they asked? Do I have good channel art? And their name is Grateful. Grateful, you do not have good channel art because I have no idea what's in your channel art. Just for, you know what? Let's just pull this up and talk about it here for a second. I'm going to pull it up on the computer. Here's your channel art. I have no idea what Grateful is. So you need to think about what is Grateful about. When I land on your channel, I don't want to have to figure it out. If your name is Grateful, cool. What does Grateful do? Think of one sentence, a mission statement, a value proposition, a tagline. Let people know what to expect when they're on your channel. Moving right along to the next question. Wow, these questions are piling up. I love it. Okay, so what's your name? Asinality. It says, hey, D, can you... Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Brother, after I just said don't use the form for reviews, I think I mentioned that probably like 5 times, and you're like, hey, answer my question. And when I got to your question and you said, hey, can you do a review of my channel? Yeah, I'm not to that portion of the show, and that is not the way to get your channel pulled up, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get back to it. Maybe we'll get back to what's going on there, because I just opened you up here on the desktop. So maybe we'll pull you up a little bit later, but yeah, that's not the way to do it. Next question. This one comes from Taper John. Finally, a mobile app question. He says, will Streamlabs mobile app work with Extreme USB app, or do I need to do a test? I'm not familiar with Extreme USB app, so I'm not sure if it plays well with that. Yeah, do a test. I honestly don't know. I know Streamlabs is... A lot of people have great luck with the Streamlabs app, but I get a lot of comments saying that they're getting an error that says null. I don't know what the problem is on that just yet. I'm looking for a solution, but I need to be able to recreate it first, and it always works for me. I haven't had any errors at all. But in terms of does it work with another app, I'm not sure, but I haven't seen anything in the controls to say that it does work with another app. But test it and see. Next question. Holy moly. Yeah, you guys are hammering me with the reviews here. Yeah, so if you're just joining, thanks. Welcome to the live chat. In the description below, I have a little paragraph talking about how I pull channels up for reviews. That includes thumbnails, channel banners, that sort of thing. Please go down there, have a look, read through that so you get a better understanding of how I pull channels up, what the order is, and that sort of thing. This one comes from JT Master 57, who says, how can I get better? Also, I got banned for typing in your stream, and I don't know why. Okay, so I don't know what you did to get banned. Maybe you were tapping in all capital letters and the bot banned you. Maybe you were spamming. Maybe you were like, hey, come check me out. I don't know, but I don't know. But in terms of how do you get better by repetition. Repetition makes you better, and you have to measure what's going on within that repetition. So every day, do it again, whatever it is you're trying to get better at. Continue to do it over and over and over, and measure your progress. That's how you get better. If you don't measure it, then you don't know if you're getting better or not. Same thing with anything else, right? Anything else. You learn a second language, you want to play football, you want to be a DJ, you want to play guitar, whatever it is you want to do. You got to learn how to drive a car. All of that stuff comes with repetition over and over and over again. And, you'll get better. You'll get better at presenting it on camera. You'll get better at speaking. You'll get better at making your thumbnails. You'll get better at creating your titles, your keywords. You'll get better at learning how YouTube works as a platform. All of that stuff comes through repetition and measuring that repetition. Next one from Ratty Star, who says, when is it best to add a card? Oh, this is a good question. When is it best to add cards to a video? Should I add them when I upload and risk hurting retention, or wait until the video has been live for a while and I have some retention numbers so I can post the card before the drop off? Okay, so what myself and a lot of people will do, put your first card, like if you go watch any of my videos when it goes live, I put a card around the last 20% of the video. I mean, because then you're going to need like an 80% audience retention on that before people even, the masses see that. So I'll start off with just putting one out like around 20% towards the back end. Maybe after a week, maybe after a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'll come back and I might put one where there's a big drop off there in the audience retention. But out of the gate, I put one on there. I just put it around near the end. But I always try to make it relevant. by making it relevant, it's definitely going to help people, you know, watch it. Same with your end screen, same with the pinned comment. But yeah, mine goes up. A lot of people, most people's goes up like when your video goes live. Just don't put it at the beginning. I've seen a lot of people where the video goes live and then like 1 minute in, say they've got like a, 4-minute video, 5-minute video, 30 seconds in, 1 minute in, there's a card right out of the gate. No. Put that towards the end. Next question comes from Warstorm, who says, disregard my last question. Sorry, I answered that first. Disregard my last question. I just read the description fully. Okay, right on, man. Thank you. Is switching up my gaming content going to hurt my channel or the algorithm? As of now, I'm only playing one game, but I'd like to upload or at least stream different games to freshen things up, but I'm afraid it will hurt the channel. Okay, so your channel is a gaming channel. As long as you're staying in the gaming niche, I think you'll be okay. What would hurt your channel is if you tried to do like a hard pivot. Like now I'm playing a game, and then starting on my next video and all future videos, I'm going to talk about lawnmowers. I'm going to talk about like, rebuilding a carburetor in an automobile. Yeah, that's going to be a hard pivot. You could do it. It's just going to take you a really long time because you've already told YouTube what your channel's about. Will your audience like it? That's the question you should be asking. But you've already kind of been lumped into the gaming sphere. So I think you should be okay. You might have some audience blowback depending on, if you only played the one game and they're used to that. But I think you'll be all right. All right, next question comes from Macon Sawdust. That's a cool name. It says, I do a weekly scheduled live stream. All right, right on my main channel, and I upload 2 times a week. Perfect, that's what I do. I have a woodworking channel, very niche driven, and I upload 1 time per week in an impromptu stream. Should I focus on one channel and keep balance with my upload? So if you have 2 channels, and that's how I understand that, you have one channel, 2 uploads and a live stream, and another channel, 1 upload and an impromptu live stream. Look, if you have the time and the energy to handle 2 channels, run with 2 channels. But if you're finding that you're not getting things done, or if one channel is suffering because you're trying to juggle 2 channels, then it might be better to focus on one channel. But if you've got the time and you're not stressing yourself out, and it's like, you don't want to turn this into like, oh my God, I got to make another video. What am I going to do? I'm stressing out. Like, this is supposed to be fun. So as long as it's staying fun, you have the time to do it, dude, go for it, man. Go for it. Okay, this one comes from Asinality. This is better, man. Thank you. He says, I'm trying to upload once per week, but school. Okay, so find the time, man. Time management is incredibly important. Dude, I went to school. I mean, yeah, you've got all the time from the time you come home from school until the time you go to sleep. So you can find an hour or 2 here and there. So make that happen. Another question is, I need advice about my name and logo. A lot of streamers struggle to pronounce it correctly. Can you help? All right, so we're going to crowdsource this here. We're going to see what you guys think. His name, I believe, is pronounced Asonality, and I'm going to paste it into the chat. And I want you guys to say yes or no in terms of difficulty. If you think it's difficult, type in yes. If you think it's not difficult, type in no. And I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. So I'm dropping it in the chat right now. Asonality. I think it's incredibly difficult. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if that's the correct way or not. I might not know how to spell it if I'm trying to share it with somebody. Hey, man, I found this new channel. You got to check it out. It's called Asonality or Asinality, Asonality or something like that. No, Clarity. So, hey, 30-day reviews, how's it going? So what we have here, hey, Grabster, how you doing? Wanted Gaming, how are you doing? So right out of the gate, hey, Pegasus Angels Gameplay, how are you doing? So we've got, yes, it's difficult. Yep, it's hard. Yep. Fun with Girls says no, but you can see the majority of the people think it's difficult. So yeah, I'm going to lean on that too. When you're coming up with a name, try to think of something brand worthy. I mean, maybe that is brand worthy. I mean, I've never heard of that word, Asonality, but I don't know how to pronounce it, and I might not remember how to spell it. Macon Sawdust says, thank you so much, D, for the info and inspiration. I have the time, and it's been fun being a creator. Hey, man, I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to help. Yeah, dude, if you got the time, do it, man. Dude, you got a wood shop? Man, I would love to have a wood shop. But you're having fun doing this, so do it. Do whatever works into your life if it's, if it's fun, if you enjoy it, 1 channel, 2 channels, 3 channels, whatever you can juggle and still have fun, yeah, knock yourself out. As long as something isn't suffering. The other channels, your family, personal life, job, or something like that. Yeah, so Heidi from Costume Co. says ASON plus personality. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't even know what it means. So I am pronouncing it correctly. Okay. I mean, it's one word. One word's kind of cool, So it depends. Do you mean... I don't know what it means. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work for you, but if you're having a lot of people saying it's difficult to pronounce, I don't know. And I don't know what type of content you're making. I actually moved past your question, but if you're a gaming channel, I kind of personally like asonality or asonality better than something gaming, just personal preference. Who knows? So, I mean, that's a tough call to make. I think it's difficult. A lot of people in here, it's difficult. As the guard says, keep it simple. Hey, Pop Fun to Play. How you doing? He says, D, would you be willing to send me a video clip saying Funko Pops for a video that I'm doing? Yeah. You know what? Send me an email and just tell me what you need in there, and I'll just connect you there. Grabster. Yeah, Grabster says, my name doesn't mean anything either, but it's easy to pronounce. As a gaming channel, like Dee said, it's a creative name. Exactly. IG message. Yeah, you can try to send me an IG message. I haven't... Who's waiting on a DM reply for me? I've been getting some horrible DMs, and they just kind of like put me off of replying to direct messages on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, so if you've been waiting from a DM, a reply from me, and I haven't gotten back to you yet, no offense, I'll get to it. I've just been getting some really not cool. Josephine has. Yeah, I've been getting some really uncool DMs that are just kind of like burning me out on opening them. So I'm just kind of like taking a break from my own mental health. RPM Nexus is Discord. Are you telling me to check the Discord, RPM Nexus? Hold on. I think I should open the Discord. Is that what I'm doing? Is that what you're telling me to do, Matt? Hold on here. Let me open up the Discord. Time to start blocking it. Yeah. So, here's what happens. I mean, and this comes with the territory. Neil, this comes with the territory. So I help people make content on their phone, and I help people be mobile YouTubers. I teach people how to make content on their phone, how to do tutorials, how to use this app, right? So the problem that I'm having, and it's a good problem to have, but here's what happens. Like somebody will try to add you, and even on LinkedIn, right? Somebody will try to add you, and then as soon as you add them and they can send you a message, it's turning into, maybe 5% of the people are, hey, how you doing? Hey, you've helped me, whatever. I mean, that's fine. But like 95% is the second you like approve them or, hey, I'll follow you or whatever, they send you a message that says, hey, check out my channel. Right. And then like, hey man, I don't do that. And then they get mad at you. They start like, I have people like hurling like insane or cuss words. And what am I trying to say? My brain just turned off there. Bad words, basically. They're just like hurling stuff, you this, that, and the other thing, I watch you. It's almost like, they're starting to demand things. I'm just like, you know what? That's just not, I'm not into that. David and Joe. Yeah. David says, we get that too. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting it a lot. Yeah. They're hurling profanity. That's what I'm looking for. My brain. So here's the funny thing. My brain actually wanted to say the words that they were saying. So I'm like, okay, shut that down. And then in doing that, I was trying to think of the words to say. Yeah. Profanity. They're hurling profanity at me. Beanie's getting it too. Yeah. It's just, I'm getting it a lot. Hey, look at my channel. How's my thumbnails? Whatever. I was like, I don't do that other than streams. We do it on Saturday on Nimmin Live with my brother Nick, and I do it on my streams on Sunday. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Like, that's the only time that it happens. So demanding that I stop what I'm doing, right? Hey, here's what it is. Somebody hits you up and they say, stop what you're doing. Stop everything and go look at my channel and tell me everything that I'm doing wrong so I can succeed on YouTube. Like those are right. Like, come on, man. Come on. That's right, Heidi. Cray messages. Yeah, the Lost Legend knows says, do you have Instagram? Yeah, so this my name is probably getting covered from the little subscribe icon, but on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, LinkedIn, everything is my name, D Nimmin. So you can find me anywhere as D Nimmin. So yeah, let's connect in all of those places. I actually haven't been that active on Instagram, but I'm getting ready to change that. I got a whole new Instagram strategy that I'm getting ready to start. Fun with Girls says, no social media manners. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about it. Like, oh, well, it was me. But that's the reason why I'm not opening so many direct messages right now. In case you're wondering why I haven't answered you. If you sent me like a legit message and I haven't answered you, that's why. I just need to like take a little breather from that. The world seems to think you and Nick are robots you can review any time of the day. Yeah. Yeah. You just, hey, Edward Vane, how's it going? People, you got to have boundaries. That's all. 30-day reviews. Okay, man, I'll go in and I'll look for your message. Hey, Nick, Aileys Music. How you doing? Eric Waite says a channel review takes time. Time is worth money. If you want a professional review, pay for it. Yeah, that's right. Like, hey, stop what you're doing. Okay, well, I'll do that for you, but it's going to cost you this much, it's going to cost you this dollar amount. And then, then the profanities start coming. Adjusted Apocryphy LLC. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Sammy says, D Nimmin is epic. Just doing what I can, Sammy, doing what I can. You're watching this with smart invert. That's interesting. I bet I look kind of funky. All right, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm going to go back. I'm going to answer some more questions. Next question comes from Jody and David, who says, how do you balance a 12-hour work schedule with a YouTube channel? We have 2,508 subscribers, and I really need your help on this one, please. Congratulations. Okay, 12-hour work schedule. How do you balance it with YouTube? The key to anything in life, anything that you want to do, is going to come down to time management and how you discipline yourself to use your time. Like if you work 12 hours a day, that's cool. There's 12 other hours in the day, and you're obviously going to have to sleep probably through 8 of them, right? That leaves 4 hours, right? You figure it out, right? You've got those 4 hours, and you've probably got some commute time. So during that commute time, I don't know what, David Jody, thank you. Right. Like, I don't know how far you have to commute. I don't know what's going on with your traveling, but if you've got 4 hours, that gives you time. If say you're riding the bus, you're driving to work, Uber, whatever that you're doing, you can think about your video ideas. You can be on your phone. You can be using something like TubeBuddy to research the ideas. Look, you sit on the toilet. What do you do when you're sitting on the toilet, right? I bet you, are you on Facebook? Are you scrolling through Instagram? All these things that could be sucking the time away from you, the productive time. It's about what you do with the time that you have. So if you've got 4 hours, it's more important than ever to maximize every minute of those 4 hours. And I'm not going to be one of those people who say, hey, you only need 6 hours of sleep. I don't come from the Arnold Schwarzenegger school of 6. Screw that. I want to sleep for as long as I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to short my sleep so I can do something. But you've got 4 hours, and you've got a lunch break. You've got 4 hours and a lunch break. So let's say 20 minutes for lunch, 30 minutes for lunch. I don't know how long your lunch break is. Use that. Look, when I go to eat dinner, if I'm by myself, and a lot of times, unfortunately, I hate to admit that sometimes I find myself doing this with my girlfriend there, and I try to break this habit, is even tonight, I'm eating dinner before I come in here. I'm by myself. I'm eating a burger, and I'm on my phone, and I'm trying to answer comments. So like I'm eating, I'm chewing, and I'm taking the napkin, and I'm wiping my hand, and I'm wiping the grease off of my hand, and then I'm answering my comments for my channel. So it's what you do with the time that you have that matters. So do an audit of those 4 hours that you're awake. Do like a real audit. Be hard and say, okay, what am I doing with these 4 hours? Pick times to brainstorm on ideas. Use the mobile app for TubeBuddy. Learn how to come up with your ideas. make notes with your phone while you're riding in a taxi or while you're on your lunch break or whatever, then pick a day to record. Like if you pick a couple of days, or let's say you pick a day or two of brainstorming and researching and getting your titles together, then pick another day or two where you record. So yeah, that's what I would do. Hey, Jay Littman, how's it going? Thanks for coming to hang out. 80 guy says, haters want to know your location. Yeah, man, I'm in northern Thailand. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Come and find me if you can find me. Haters, bring it. Bring it. I'll have you deported. Bring it. Come on. I'm just playing. All right. So anyway, I hope that was helpful. I mean, there's no, every single person, unless you're in the military, every single person in here probably struggles with time management. Hey, MMA Pixels, how you doing? Snowy Rains, how you doing? Shock Trooper Productions, hello. Everybody struggles with time management. This is a recurring topic that seems to come up on every stream. We all struggle with it. You just got to discipline yourself to audit the time that you have. And then just, man, you just got to put your head down and make it happen. Don't challenge the D. They might do it. Yeah, hey, you know what? If you want to come to Thailand and come have coffee with me, that would rock. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Yeah. Driven Trucking says time management is directly related to hustle. He's a trucker, right? Think of the schedule this guy's got to keep. Eastbound and down, load him up in trucking, right? Do you know Smokey and the Bandit has to be one of my favorite movies of all time? There's of course, Star Wars, right? And then Smokey and the Bandit, man, just priceless. Yeah, Joshua, that's good, man. Stop consuming and start creating, right? Yeah, time management. Jeff Eatley says, I'm going to Vietnam in August. How far are you away from there? Jeff, dude, I just got back from Vietnam. I was in Vietnam 2 weeks ago, and I am about an hour and a half flight from Vietnam. Where are you going to Vietnam, dude? Message me. Let me know where you're going. I can probably give you some tips and tricks on what to do and what not to do in Vietnam, what to do in Southeast Asia in general, because that's a different world over here. Yeah, dude, send me a message. Send me a DM on Twitter, Jeff. I'll keep an eye out for it. If you got any questions at all about Vietnam, hit me up. Let me know where you're going. Yeah, we were 23 days with my dad. Okay, do you know where you're going? Yeah, your dad was a vet, right? So you're, I'm going to guess, you're going to Da Nang, possibly, maybe to Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, something like that. Vietnam is really developing. Anyway, dude, yeah, send me a message. Let's talk about that. I'm about an hour and a half flight away. Shock Trooper Productions, communist noise intensifies. Yeah, Vietnam's cool. Vietnam's a cool country. It's hot. It's blazing hot. Friendly people, beautiful country. Really cool. All right, I'm going to get back to the questions, or we're just going to, you know how this can go. It's really easy to just derail this whole thing and just go off the rails talking about Vietnam. Because that's how it happens. Okay, next question comes from Tana Does Tech, who says, hey, D, what's better to use, OBS, Hangouts, or Skype? Man, that's a great question, but it depends on what it is you're trying to do. I'm guessing you're asking which is better to do a live stream for your channel. If that's the case, I would recommend OBS or Streamlabs OBS. OBS is fine. Free, just like Streamlabs is free. But what Streamlabs has done, Streamlabs is basically, because OBS is open source, they've taken Streamlabs and they've kind of improved it, and they've made it a little bit easier to do things. So either OBS or Streamlabs OBS. That's what I'm using right now. I'm using Streamlabs OBS. And Nick, if you're not subscribed to my brother Nick, go subscribe to his channel. He's got videos on Streamlabs. He might have OBS videos too. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact he's got Streamlabs videos. Go watch those. Yeah, he can definitely. Who's Nick? Yeah. Derail. Yeah. Okay, you're doing a documentary on your dad 50 years after the war. Whoa. That's gonna be heavy, man. So Jeff, okay, we're getting derailed. You guys ready for a derailment? You guys want to go off the tracks for a little bit? Can we get a yes or a no? We're gonna go off the tracks for a little bit. I'm just gonna tell you a little. I'm gonna tell you about a moment that made me break down and cry. Do you want to go off the rails? Are we doing this? Yeah, we're going to do this. Why not? It'll be short. So in Saigon, which is, well, I think they've renamed it now to Ho Chi Minh City, right? Used to be called Saigon. They have a war museum there. Is it called like it might have been where they have like, I think it might have been where John McCain was kept prisoner, if I'm not mistaken. So they've got this war museum there. An interesting thing, so Americans know the Vietnam War as the Vietnam War. The Vietnamese call it the American War, which is interesting. So anyway, so they have in this museum, they have all of these, and this, I don't want to be a downer here, so I'm not going to get into graphic details, but they have all of these images, these photographs from the war of just some of the most horrific stuff that you've ever seen in your life. Just like right there on the wall, like printed up. They're trying to basically show the true atrocities of war, what happened there. So I walk through the museum, and it's moving, right? It's moving. Because you're looking at these images, and they're just horrific. The death, destruction, the dismemberment of people. And the Americans, they dropped Agent Orange there, and it disfigured so many people with just horrible stuff. So you go through here, so you're already like kind of broken already. Like all this imagery is just like completely beat you down. Hey, Video Calling Show, how's it going? And then towards the end, and I'm already like mentally, I've had a couple pictures. I start to tear up a little bit. Then you go through this other area, and there's like a section where there's like medals, medals that were given to the United States soldiers and stuff like that. So I know you're watching, you're like, okay, yeah, this doesn't mean anything. But to be there, and Jeff, if you go there with your dad, you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. And they've got tanks and all this stuff there. It's interesting. So at the very end of this thing, there's a framed box with all of these medals, like an American soldier who was in the war. He's just totally decorated. Probably every medal that a soldier could get, he's got it. And he gave them all back. They're all in a box, and he gave them all back to Vietnam with a note that just said, "I'm sorry." And man, I got to that, and it's like you look at all the medals and all the achievements and this stuff, and it's like his notes just like, "No, I'm sorry." I think it said, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." Whoo, man, like after going through the whole thing and then that thing at the end, it was just like man tears. Like it was heavy. It was super, super heavy. And it's one of those things you kind of have to see it because you walk through the museum first, and it just completely changes your perspective. As an American growing up, we have the version of the war that we're told, but to see it from the other side, to the people who, they got hammered over there, right? To see it from their side was just, whoo, man, it was heavy. Yeah, hashtag man tears. Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And he gave back all of his medals. Whoo, man. Whoo. Yeah, so yeah, there's a derailment. I don't know how many people dropped out from listening to that story, but yeah. Hey, Leron, how's it going, man? And that's why, kids, you should use mobile to create content. You never know what's going to go on here, right? Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Jeff, let's talk. All right, I gotta pull this back in here. But yeah, whew, heavy stuff. I'm just thinking about it now. It was heavy. All right, next question. Okay, this is a long one. Hold on here. This one comes from Joshua Paulino. Says, I've seen many YouTubers take a break from YouTube, but when they come back, grow significantly. Yeah, an example is Brian G. Yep. He took a break for a few months, and he came back, and ever since, he's grew exponentially by 15,000 subs. I'm thinking about taking a month break to really level up my content and improve my channel. What do you think, Dee? Does it hurt your channel? Well, I can tell you that I took a 2-week break to go to VidCon last year, and it devastated my channel. I built up a ton of momentum. And I think at that time I was only at 5,000 subscribers, just a little bit over 5,000 subscribers. And I took it was about a 2-week hiatus on videos, and it destroyed all momentum that I had. It just completely tanked my channel, and I had to start over. Taking a break, like I wouldn't take a break with the idea of that it's going to like jumpstart your channel when you come back. It's luck of the draw. Like when Brian came, like Brian's growth has more to do with Brian knowing what he's doing. I mean, the guy's a genius at what he's doing. Like the growth that he's having right now is him being completely focused and dialed in to what's going on with his channel. So he's just hitting hit after hit after hit after hit, right? He's exploding because of that. It's not because he just took a break and then YouTube's like, oh, hey, he's back. Let's just give him some love. Like Brian knows what he's doing. And a lot of people, they take a break and they come back. And yeah, some people just do get that, the first or second video that comes off. Jay Littman says, yeah, 2 weeks off, killed your channel. Better start batch recording for my next video. Yeah. It destroyed and it was new. Keep in mind, I had about 5,000 subscribers. And you guys, those of you who've been around from the beginning, you knew how fast I was growing out of the gate, right? I just exploded out, right? Destroyed all of that. All the momentum that I had built up, gone. It just leveled me out. And I literally, man, I had to come back and just claw my way back up from the bottom. It could have went the other way. YouTube could have been like, hey, give this guy some love. But if you're thinking about taking a break for the purpose of growing your channel, I think that is a really risky thing to do. Could it work? Absolutely, it could work. But probably that it won't, because Brian, using Brian as an example, like Brian's a genius at this stuff, right? Like he who knows what he was thinking about when he took the time off. Hey, DT Gamer, thank you for the super chat. He says, hey, D, hope you're well. Can I jump on the list? Absolutely, you can. Thank you so much. I'm sure during his time off, I know he was putting a course together, but I'm sure he was also researching and he was trying to plan out his next moves. Like all of his stuff is well planned out, right? Well planned out. So when he came back fiercer than ever. He came back more focused than ever, just came in, all guns a-blazing. Thus his success now. Kind of refocused himself. So, yeah, I don't recommend it. Tana Does Tech says, yo, D, what do you think about the promote feature? The promote feature on YouTube. Can you elaborate on that, Tana Does Tech? I haven't seen any new features on my YouTube. I know they roll things out differently. If you can elaborate on that just a little bit, Tana, I would appreciate that. I'm not familiar with what you're talking about, the promote feature. Leron says, remember that Brian's also a genius on other social media platforms, so he was also still around. Yeah. Brian's a bad example to use for that. The dude's like, promote is video ads. Hold on. What do you think about the promote feature in YouTube? Okay, I don't have this over here. So living in Thailand, or actually living in anywhere in the world, YouTube has different features enabled. For example, like I can't send a super chat to somebody. If I want a super chat, I have to go to the US and I have to be able to do it from there. I have to change all kinds of stuff. But like here, like we're kind of limited to what we have. Same thing for other parts of the world. Like I remember, God, what feature was it when it came out? It was the, wasn't community feeds. I don't remember what the feature was, but like we were literally one of the last people to get it. I know the VPN doesn't work, man. YouTube is smarter than that. Like VPNs work. They're kind of hit and miss on that stuff, but like they can kind of pick up that you're using that, and it's not really like legit to use it all the time. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'm not familiar with that feature. Promote as a video ads system. Yeah, I don't have it. Never seen it. So sorry, I can't ask you. Sorry, I can't answer your question. Leron or Tana, if you can like take a screenshot and send that to me somewhere, I would love to see that. I'd love to check that out. All right, moving right along. But if it works the way that I think it does, where I'm guessing you can purchase ads to promote your video somewhere else. I'm guessing that's what it is. If that's the case, and you've got videos that are high performing videos, yeah, I think that's dope. Okay, you're sending now, Leron. Okay, yeah, let me check this out. Give me 1 second, guys, because I don't think I have seen anything about this. Yeah, we're really limited over here. We can't send any money, so I can't join somebody's chat or somebody's channel as a channel member. I can't be a channel member. I cannot send a super chat. Yeah, it can be frustrating because I want to support a lot of creators and I can't do it. That VPN doesn't always work, man. VPN does not always work. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Thank you, Leron. Edit title, description, shareable link, download. Huh, interesting. Yeah, nope. Haven't seen that yet in mine. Thank you, Leron. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I'll keep my eyes out for it. All right, moving on to the next question. This one comes from JMaster57. Says, can you make more videos on editing apps that don't have a watermark? Yeah, I'm always looking for new video editing apps that don't have a watermark. However, here's the thing. Wow, this is interesting. That was exactly the next question by somebody else too. Using apps that don't have a watermark, like if you're on an iPhone, you got iMovie. That's as good as you're going to get. If you're on Android, you could use like Filmora Go. They don't put it over the image, but they do put it like the last 2 seconds. Like the last 2 seconds, they'll run like a little end bumper on there, just a little logo, which isn't a big deal. You've also got, what else? Vlogit. Vlogit does not have a watermark. But when you're looking at things that are like, hey, I want free, I don't want a watermark, like I want this stuff, well, you're kind of limited to something good. Like if you want something good, unless it's iTunes, like you got to pay for it in most cases if you want something really good. Next question, and I'm skipping the thumbnails question here. Skipping that one too. Alex Talks says, how long should an intro be? Man, fantastic question. How long should an intro be? I think an intro should be as short as possible, if you even have one at all. So what I would do is start your video and give them a hook. Whatever it is in your video, tell them what's going to happen in your video, your hook, right? Let them know what to expect in your video. Then if you want to play an intro, I'd say 3 to 5 seconds max, because people, they're not there for your intro. That's not why they're there. A good intro can be dope, right? It can be really dope, but keep it short and sweet, because man, I can't tell you how many channels or how many videos I've clicked off of because their intro's too long. That's not why I'm there. You got to, like, okay, I get it. You want to brand your channel. That's cool. Have your intro. That's fine. Short and sweet. 3 to 5 seconds maximum, and then be done with it. But on videos where you add your intro, go back into your analytics and see if people are leaving during your intro, because even if you have a short intro, you're like, okay, well, I'm doing everything you say. I made a 4-second intro. It's super short, but like my drop off is like huge when I play my intro. It could be your music. Maybe your audience doesn't like your music. Maybe your music's too loud. Maybe your intro is too busy and it's like, oh, my eyes, right? Like I had a video, one of my very first videos, and I've talked about this before. I have an image. I'm explaining how to do something on your phone, and I use a stock image of a guy. I think he's holding his phone up. I think he's doing something like this. I think it's like telling people to put their phone on airplane mode or something. But the whole background is like a bright white, and it's just kind of like a blinding white. And when I was finding the image, I thought, oh, that's a cool looking image. When I play that image on my audience retention, it's like a cliff, right? I mean, it's like I lost like the bulk of my viewers right there when the second that image came on. Cliff for audience retention. My guess is people who are watching this. Hey, Chef Jelly, how's it going? People who are watching the video. Hey, Blue Eyed Tech. People who were watching my video, maybe they were doing it, laying in bed, lights off, lights low, and bam, bright light coming out of the video, and they're just like, nope, not into it. So, hey, Adeep, how's it going? So test everything, all right? I think intros can be cool. I don't personally have one. I've thought about testing one out, and I might in the future, but like test all of this stuff out. Do it with an intro, do it without an intro. Once you have your intro, test different types of intros, test different types of music in your intro. Like if you don't see any difference at all in your audience retention when you have an intro, that's cool, keep rocking. But if you see a drop when that happens, okay, well, is it the intro? Is it too bright? Is it too busy? Is it the music? You got to test all this stuff to see if it works. Hey, Driven Trucking, right on, man. You got to see what works for your channel, because what works for me, what works for Josephine, what works for Adeep, what works for Chef Jelly, what works for Video Call-In Show, what works for Blue Eye Tech, right? Flash in Japan, like what works for all of these different channels may or may not work for you, because your audience is your audience. It's not ours. But short and sweet. RPM Nexus says, yeah, I used to do intros and I took it out because it was causing a problem with people leaving, right? Yeah, for me, it's like, I should test it. I should test it to see how my audience responds to it. But like, I just bring my name out in a lower third, just a little comes out, D Nimmin, back out. Because I find so far, that the faster I get to the content, the faster I get to the juice, the better it helps my audience retention. I saw a question here from Shock Trooper Production. It says, very important. What are your thoughts on Article 13? I'm disappointed that it passed. Very disappointed that Article 13 passed. The way I understand, okay, I'm not in Europe and I haven't researched this extensively, so I don't have 100% of the facts. But the way I understand it, the problem isn't necessarily that, okay, well, you just got to own your content, make sure you own the content, and you're not going to have a problem. That's not the problem the way I understand it. The problem is all of the social media platforms that allow user-submitted content, right? Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, right? Like all of these social media platforms where people can upload content, the burden now comes on those social media platforms because they have to ensure that the content is legit. They got to make sure that it's not, that you're not stealing somebody else's content. There's where it becomes tricky. Who has the manpower to make sure to look into every, and it's not just, they got to look at the video, they got to look at the music, they got to look at the audio, they got to look at the images, right? They got to make sure all of the content isn't stolen. So that's tough. I do have faith in Google. I have faith in Facebook. I have faith that these social media giants can find a solution, because they're not going to just walk away from all of those users because they can't upload content. I have faith that they have a solution. Josephine says, Article 13 was also a political move. They want to limit our freedom of speech and politics and stuff. Yeah, could be. Could be. I mean, I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat and say that, they're turning the frogs gay and all this stuff, but like, you don't know. Like, you don't know, like, politicians, they play the long game. So you don't know what it is that they're trying to set up for down the road. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah, Vigard says it'll be okay. Not too worried. I'm not worried. Like I said, I have faith that Google and Facebook, these are social media giants. Like, these companies are huge, right? Like, I have faith that, first of all, they're going to have like the best legal teams in the world. And if they weren't able to curb this out of the gate, my guess is they're like, okay, so we can't beat this. We can't actually stop this from happening, but we can come up with a solution. So my guess is they're going to come up with a solution somehow. Some creators might get the short end of a stick on it. Like, if you're using content that you don't own, if you're using, even fair use, right? Like, how's fair use going to work with that? So yeah, there might be some creators who get the stick on that one, but I think it overall, yeah, there's going to be collateral damage, I'm sure. But I think overall, I have faith in Google and Facebook that they're going to handle this. Yo, here's the problem. Neil says, if you're making original content, don't worry. Yes, that's correct. If you're making original content, right? The problem is, though, they have to come up with a system to verify that you've made that original content. There's where things get tricky. So let's say, even if you're using music from, say, Epidemic Sound, right? I get all of my music from Epidemic Sound. Even though I have a license for the music, right? They're going to have to come up with a system to where I've proven that I have a license for that content so they don't flag my videos every time I upload a video with a sound effect that I got from Epidemic Sound. Or if you're using stock video or using stock photography, stock images, you're going to have to prove to them that that's yours. Even if it's your own content, 100% your own content, they're going to have to come up with a method for you to prove that it's yours, right? Like, how do they know that it's yours? How, for example, using your content, Neil, how do they know that you own that content? They're going to have to verify that. So they're going to have to come up with a system for that. And I don't know the details of what's expected of them, but that's going to be the hurdle that they have to overcome. It's a little bit more than just owning your content. They're going to figure out a way for you to prove that you own your content. Yeah, Heidi, your channel is built on fair use. Exactly. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out. I do think there's going to be collateral damage. I think there's going to be some creators who are definitely going to get the stick on that one. Right on, Warstorm. Yeah, well, currently, Eric Waite, yeah, you're not going to have any problems with Epidemic Sound right now, but with Article 13, for people who are uploading there, like, right, because that's, I don't know, what's that? Maybe 12% of my viewers come from that region or something like that. But for the creators who are there and they're trying to upload content, like, they got to prove they own all of this stuff or they have a license to use it. Tricky. Hey, Stephen Blanton, how's it going, man? He says, yeah, my channel might be doomed. A lot of my channel has third-party content. Yeah, but you're uploading out of the U.S., right? Like, I don't know what's going to happen in the U.S. in the future. Currently, this is just, you know, a European issue. So if you, hey, Elite Fitness. So like if you are, whatever percentage of your views are coming from there, that could have a problem in the future. But if you're in the U.S., that could be, well, here's the thing, Neil. Crypto's 100% decentralized, so I'm safe. Yes, you are. But what I'm saying is, I'm not talking about your niche. Like, let's just think about your thumbnails. How can you prove that those are your thumbnails? How can you prove the imagery in the thumbnails belongs to you? How can you prove you sitting there talking? How do you prove that that's yours? Right? Like, they might have a system to where you have to upload your identification. You might have to fill out some forms. They might have to whitelist channels based on trust and that. I don't know. Like, this is it's a bigger question than that. Yeah, exactly, Hybrid. That's a good point, man. Like, the t-shirt that you're wearing in the video could be against copyright. Technically, T's in the house. What's going on, man? Yeah, commentary channels. I don't know. So Article 13, it's wide open. Neil says, I think it'll be more about gamers. I think it's going to be about everybody. I don't, from what I have read, it's kind of like a blanket thing. And the burden's not going to be necessarily on the creator. The burden's really going to fall on the social media platforms. They've got to figure out a solution. Once they figure out a solution, then the creators have to jump through whatever hoops the platforms come up with. So who knows? Oh, it's definitely going to cover entertainment, Heidi. Definitely. Movies and that sort of thing. 30 Day Review says it'll be a pain if I have to get companies to sign releases to use their logo. Right. That's the thing. Like, where does it end? How much enforcement is going to come with this? Right? Like, say you're doing product reviews like 30 Day Reviews does. He talks about, okay, here's a product. Okay, let's talk about tech channels, right? Oh, I just got this brand new Apple phone and you're not allowed to use their logo in your video according to this new law. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. How can you prove that you're allowed to use this logo? It's fair use, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know. We'll see. Hybrid says YouTube will wait until countries start implementing the article into law, and then YouTube and others can find a workaround is the only way. Yeah, my guess is they've probably been working on, look, think about it. It's Google. They mapped the universe. Google mapped the known universe. Wrap your head around that for a second. I have to believe, yeah, exactly. My glasses are branded. Can I use that? Can I use I don't know. I don't know. Rode microphones. Can I use this you know what I mean? Is this like brand infringement, copyright? I mean, you know, is it trademark infringement because I've got Rode somewhere on the microphone? I don't know. I don't know how crazy they're going to get with this. They've put a tool, basically they have a tool to do anything they want in terms of their reach. How it's going to get enforced? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have an answer. It's a great question. Shock Trooper Productions, can you use Lego? I don't know. You're using their trademark. Can you use a trademark? Don't know. Safe word is pineapple. You got it. But it's Google, right? They mapped the known universe. I want to believe that they were working, like when this even came up, Google being the Google company that they are, probably Facebook too, they probably had a meeting and said, all right, guys, look, this is a possibility. This could happen. We're going to put a team together and start finding a solution in case this actually happens. Like, of course they're going to come up with a solution. Whew. It'll be like when the Death Star comes. Exactly. Yeah. Worst case scenario, they'll just ban it. But I just can't. Whew. Yeah. Leron, so far, Vietnam War and Article 13. Happy Sunday. Yeah, that's the thing. So if you look at the title of this video, it probably says like mobile Hangout, mobile subscriber Q&A, mobile channel reviews, and then all that stuff. Steven says, what about the companies that don't mind you using their logos and trademarks? Are they going to be forced to take it down? The problem, Steven, is for the European creators, how can they prove that they have permission to use that stuff? Right? That's the whole thing. The guard says, I'm paranoid and have anxiety, but you are freaking me out. Well, yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, I see a lot of people just kind of glazing over this, just saying, oh, yeah, well, I make my own content. It's not a big deal. But I don't think a lot of people are looking at how big of an issue this could be. Not that it will be, that it could be, because we don't know how hard are they going to enforce this? Hey, Sing Jago G, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. That was a long answer. Guys, I need to change a battery. I will be right back in about 30 seconds. You can start counting right now. There we go. Your daily dose of funky, fresh guitars. That's right, Heidi. Elevator music. Yeah, man, Vigard, it would be a killer thing. Vigard, that's actually brilliant, man. Was that exact 18? How long was that? 12, 13, 30? Come on. 31 seconds. I'm slipping. Vigard, that's a great idea. You just gave me an awesome idea for a, I'll be right back. Be right back thing here. Thank you. I'm going to see if I can, I've got something on my head. I'm going to see if I can make that happen. That'd be pretty cool. My headphones. Yeah, I don't always need my headphones. Here's a weird thing about headphones. Like, it's like when I start to stream, I need these because I need to make sure that the intro music that I play, I need to make sure that I get it turned down so it doesn't just keep going on a loop. I want to make sure when I'm starting out that the audio's working and everything, and I can hear myself. But once it's going live, I'm going to love Twitter. Okay. Once it's going live, hey, Amazon Media TV, once it's going live, I really don't need it. Plus it's getting hot in here. Hey, Funko Punk, how's it going? All right, I'm going to answer a couple more questions here. By the way, if you guys have not shared this out yet on your favorite social media platform, go ahead and share that out right now. Make sure to @me, because I'm going to pull up people and thank them. You know what? Let's do that right now. Let's get some people pulled up here. How's it going? Keep entertaining yourself. And I will get to the channel reviews here in just a moment, but I want to let's thank a couple people here first, but let's open up Twitter. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, great. He says, I have the hat on, so let's keep talking. There we go. This is what you're dealing with here when you're dealing with Star-Lord. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. You get a retweet. All right, so who has actually shared this out? Blue-Eyed Tech. Oops, hold on here. Snowy Rains. Right on. Okay, there's a question. Let's see here. Wow, I got actually a bunch of stuff. Is this new? Oh, no, it isn't. Here it is. Eric, Cardboard Props, watching D. Nimmin while I'm working. Him and his brother Nick Nimmin are the men. Oh, that's a cool. Oh, my God, you've got a Millennium Falcon. Check that out. Oh, my God. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Look at that. Yeah, you know what? I'm downloading that because that is awesome, dude. So thank you for the share. Let's see here. Alex Talks, thank you, man. Thank you so much for the share. Joseph Andrews, thank you for the share, man. That's not my best. Vagard, man, thank you so much for the share. Much appreciated. Driven Trucking, thank you for the share. Blue Eyed Tech, thank you for the share. Charmaine, thank you for the share. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming, thank you for the share. Beanie Draws, of course, man, thank you so much. Ghost Dog 54, thank you, dude, much appreciated. Jackie Hero Food, thank you for the share. Doug Hewson YT, thank you for the share. Stanley Orchard, thank you so much for the share. So that's why I say, yeah, share this out on your favorite social media platform. Twitter is kind of the best. I like to be active on Twitter. All right, let's see. Next question is, this one comes from Driven Trucking. He says, when using TubeBuddy, is it more important to find a great ranked tag or one that has high searchability? Both would be best, of course, but which carries more weight? So all of this kind of depends on the size of your channel. I don't know if you're using the paid version for TubeBuddy or not, but if you are using the paid version of TubeBuddy, let me show you how to do this. Let me get my window capture here, right here. So I'm not going to go through the whole process, but so if you have the paid version, actually, if you have the free version, you can do unweighted, but if you get the paid, you can do weighted and unweighted. And I went over this a little bit last week. So tap up here, come into your Keyword Explorer, and it's going to bring you into an area that looks like this, right? So you can start typing in your keywords here or your title here to see how it's going to work with your channel. For example, I'll just go through one really quick. Let's just say the best Android screen recorder, right? So for weighted means that it's a general score based on how good this keyword is. It's targeted based on your search volume and competition. It's for, I'm sorry, I got it backwards. Weighted is how good the keyword is for your specific channel based on search volume, competition, relevancy, and how you compare to others ranking in search, right? You need a pro license for that. Unweighted is the general score for how good this keyword is, target based on search volume and competition. So weighted is fair. I'm not going to go for that one. Unweighted is poor. I'm not going to go for that one. But let's say, I can come over here to related, by the way, and sometimes it will give you some good suggestions. So if I look for the best screen recorder for Android, no root, boom, excellent, right? So I get a 97 out of 100 for that. So that's, I think I've already made this video actually. So that's something that I would go for. For unweighted, I get a good. So I would actually make this video. I might try to tweak it just a little bit more, but that's what I would do. This is kind of how I go about figuring out the right one to use. In terms of, do you want to use something that's more searched for or something that's a little bit less searched for? This is exactly why you want to get like the pro level if you can, because then you can look at the weighted, and if you look down at the bottom, it will tell you the search volume and that sort of thing. Then you can make that decision based on the data that you have. This is the data based on my particular channel. This is the data based, it's generalizing what's going on overall. And then you can kind of find the right keywords for that. Hope that makes sense. Just pro will do. Yeah, just pro. Yeah, in order to do the weighted, in order to do the weighted, you need pro. Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, they've got the different tiers there. Such a difference. Yeah, right. Such a difference. Well, because if it's unweighted, they're generalizing. Everything is generalized. But if it's weighted, it's specific and more targeted towards your channel. So what you want to pay attention to is weighted. Right on, Adjusted Hypocrisy LLC. I don't know I have money. Okay, yeah, here's the thing, man. Like if you're trying to grow your YouTube channel and you're not using something like TubeBuddy, you're guessing. I mean, yeah, you can do it. You can do it. You can use the search bar. You can use keywords everywhere. You can use Google Trends. You can use all of these other tools to try to figure things out on your own. But a lot of it, you're just guessing too. So like if you're using TubeBuddy, they use the data to help you dial in the right keywords, the right titles for your particular channel. Grabs are it's weighted, not weighted, weighted. Yeah. And the legend package, yeah, correct, Hybrid. The legend is for A/B testing. So the legend package is the highest level you can go, and that's where you can do A/B testing of your thumbnails. Keep entertaining yourself says, where's your channel membership, bro? I want to be in your channel. I don't have channel membership yet. I will be getting it in the future. I don't have it yet. I'm curious. I've got a question. Would you rather support a channel via the channel membership, or would you rather support a channel through Patreon? Which one of those, if you were going to support a channel, which one of those would you choose? Channel membership through YouTube or Patreon? Each of them are going to come, you set your own perks up for channel members and that sort of thing. But if you had to choose one, which of those would you prefer to be on? I'm curious what you guys are going to say here. So keep entertaining yourselves as I say both. Sing Lagos says Patreon. Hybrid says channel membership. Patreon channel membership. Oh, wow. So it's a mixed crowd here. If I could, I'd go to channel membership. Membership, though, YouTube, because I don't leave the platform. Okay, channel membership. So so we're mixed here. Okay, 2 feet below member. Okay. Neither, I'd rather go to their personal site. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of mixed. I can pay for it with membership. I can pay for it with Google Rewards. Interesting. Okay. PayPal works too. Yeah, thanks for that. Because I'm opening up. I don't have channel membership yet. Ultimo Dragon, fashionably late. Thanks for coming by. I'm setting up my Patreon, and because I don't have channel member yet. But my concern is when I open up Patreon, and I'm going to have perks there. It's going to be worth it, Like I'm going to do deeper channel reviews there. I'm going to talk about editing. I'll watch, do video critiques. You can watch me edit. I can talk. I've got all these different tiers set up that are going to really add value to people who are going to be over on Patreon. But I'm concerned with when I open up the Patreon account and then I do get channel memberships. You know what I mean? Like, what do I do? Do I just keep running with Patreon or what do I do there? So internal struggle with that, because I'll have that soon. Channel memberships will come soon enough. Grabser says, how do you not have channel memberships? And I do. There you go. Right. I'll have it soon. So Blue Eyed Tech says, I have a Patreon, but I still don't fully understand how it works. Blue Eyed Tech, the best advice I can give you, and even though it's a little bit outdated with the information, go Google Steve Dotto, D-O-T-T-O from Dotto Tech. Steve Dotto has a fantastic webinar talking about ways to use Patreon. It's a little bit outdated, but his view on all of that is fantastic. And I don't know if they're still online or not, but Steve Dotto also did a talk at Vid Summit last year where it was an updated version of Patreon. If you have access to those, if you've bought the playbacks for Vid Summit, go back and watch his talk. Fantastic talk. I think last I checked, I think Dotto was making like around $5,000 a month just on his Patreon. He's got it figured out. He understands it, and he does a great job of explaining how to use it. Joey and Jason from 2 Feet Below says, true friends I'll follow anywhere. What's up, 3B Production Company? All right, I'm going to answer. It's another question or two. Then I'm going to open up the couple of channels here that dropped the super chat. This one comes from Asinality again, says, I want to make a graphic design channel, but I already have a gaming channel. I want to keep both of them alive. Okay, do too. He says, I want help managing 2 channels, graphic design channel, but I have a gaming channel. I need to help managing them both. I want to make an awesome logo for the other channel. Can you check my gaming channel's logo to say if I'm a good graphic? No, I'm not pulling up that sort of thing just now. Dude, here's the thing, man. If you're a graphic designer and people are paying you for your work, like, you got to be confident in your work. You need to be like, if you're starting a channel based on graphic design, you need to be confident in your work. Don't ask me if I like it or not. Like, you need to be confident, and you got to make sure your customers are happy when you're creating stuff and you're giving it to your customers. You need to know what you're talking about. You need to be confident with your work. Next one comes from Alex Talks, who says, I edit a video in KineMaster. It's okay. I edited a video in KineMaster, and then I zoom in on the video in iMovie to crop out the watermark. Shame on you, dude. And so he says, it's not KineMaster, it's KineMaster. No, it's not. I actually know them. I know those guys. I talk to them on a regular basis. It's specifically KineMaster. 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 That's how they actually mention it. KineMaster. Give me 1 second here, guys. 1 second here. KineMaster. Okay, next question. Oh yeah, I'm looking at sidetrack. Yeah. So basically, you are using it with a watermark, you're putting in another app, and you're cropping it out. Nah, not cool, dude. Like, I can't condone that. I think if you're using apps where they have a watermark, you know, I think you need to either pay for the app or you need to use a different app. I don't condone piracy. I don't condone, you know, chopping off the watermarks. You're a creator, and at some point, you're probably going to want to get paid for making YouTube videos or whatever it is that you make. Okay, well, they're an app company full of creators and developers, and, you know, programmers are creators. They want to get paid for their goods too. So I can't condone that. So shame on you, Alex Talks. Shame on you. I actually saw you leave a comment on my channel about that, and I deleted it. So anybody who leaves comments on my channel talking about piracy or trying to show ways to circumvent something, to steal something, I'm always going to delete those. Always. Let's see. Next question comes from A2R Plays Gaming, who says, is there any sound recording apps without any required payments? I don't want Audacity and any app related to NCH company. I want to merge my sound and video recorded using Roblox in-game recorder. After that, I just want to send it on my phone. That doesn't require payments. Honestly, man, since you've got I know you said that you don't want Audacity, but like if you're on Windows and you want a good software that's free, Audacity. I know you don't want it, but there it is. You know, when you're dealing with free, you got to deal with what you have. You got to work with what you have. Next one comes from Blue Eyed Tech. This is the last one for now. We're going to jump over to channel reviews. This is there a best time to upload, or is it just consistency that matters regardless of the day and time? Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely, it absolutely matters when you upload. Think of it this way. Hey, Midnight Madness 4x4, what's up, Charlie? I heard you were blowing up on TikTok. So high five and fist bump to you, brother. I heard you were doing the thing over on TikTok. Okay, just perfect example. If you upload your video, okay, the first thing you need to do is you need to look at your demographics and see where your traffic is coming from. So let's just say, I'm just going to, the theoretical here, let's say 40% of your traffic is coming from the United States. You can go into the demographics, especially if you're on a desktop. You can actually go in deeper. You can look at the map, and it'll even tell you what states are giving you the most views, right? So let's just say 45% of your views are coming from the United States, and you can look and say, okay, well, the bulk of them are coming from California, for example. You want to make sure that you upload your video as those people are waking up. You don't want to upload your video when they're out busy in the middle of the day. You don't want to upload the video while they're getting ready to go to sleep, right? You want to make sure that you upload the video at the beginning of their day. People wake up, they're looking at YouTube, they're drinking their coffee, they're going to the cafe, they're doing their thing. Now, here's another thing. Let's say you upload at 9 a.m., okay? Everybody is uploading at 9 a.m. So what happens is, when people have their phones and those notifications start going out, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m., whatever the time is, right? All those notifications are coming out at the same time. Early bird gets the worm. If you can be the first notification into their phone, then there's a good chance your video is going to be the first one that they open. And if your video is the first one that they open for the day, not only are you going to get their watch time, right? You're starting what's called session time. So there's watch time for the actual videos themselves, but there's session time. And YouTube looks at this as well. Session time is how long, basically, you brought someone to the platform. So that's fantastic, right? You brought someone to the platform. So if they leave your channel and they continue watching on, That's your session time. You brought them to the platform. So that's important. So if everybody's uploading at 9 a.m., why don't you upload at 8:50 or 8:55? Now, a lot of people are also doing that too, but like you can experiment and try to find the right times, right? There's a lot of experimentation and testing that's going to go on here. So if you can find the right time to upload, so your notification might go out first. Hey, Thinking How, how's it going? You feeling better, Charlie? Midnight Madness 4x4. Yeah, so in terms of when you upload, it absolutely matters. There was a, man, was it a Vid Summit? I forget. I think it was Vid Summit. There was somebody was talking about, God, I have all this stuff in my head. I have a hard time figuring out where it was said. But I think it was Vid Summit. Somebody was talking about, or maybe it was a live stream somewhere else. Somebody had a children's channel, but they were uploading while children were in school. And they changed their upload time to when children got out of school, and their channel exploded because they were uploading at the wrong time, right? Does that make sense? Star-Lord, man, take it easy, right? They're uploading while children are at school. So you got children's content and you're uploading. Hey, Crystal Vanner, how's it going? So you're uploading content while children are at school. That's your demographic. Of course, they're not going to watch it. They changed when they uploaded, and boom, they were off and running. The same thing, like you also have to think about the days that you upload, right? Like you got to figure out what days are best for your channel. So you got to find the right times, and you can do that through your analytics. And you can also find the best days. TubeBuddy can also help you do that on the desktop version. So the link in the description below for that. Like for me, I seem to do the best when I upload on Wednesdays and I upload on Fridays. If I've experimented, and every now and then I still try to experiment here and there, but the days make a difference and the times make a difference. I set in, hey, Dr. Stan, how's it going, man? I set in on a talk at Vid Summit, and they had some data, and they were showing that another channel who I think they were uploading on like a Monday and like a Wednesday or something like that. They changed the same time. It was the same time that they were uploading, but they changed their uploads. I think it was like Friday and Saturday, and their channel exploded. So there's a lot of testing. Like I can't even like emphasize enough how important it is to test every single thing that you're doing. Not just thumbnails, not just titles, not just how you structure your video, but the time of day you upload, the days of the week you upload, right? The consistency for your uploads. Right? There's so much to test. And when you see a lot of these channels, don't get me wrong, there's some channels who just come in, they just do everything right, and boom, they're off and running. But the rest of us who are in the trenches, sometimes you see these channels just come out of nowhere, like, wow, this channel was kind of like, they weren't growing too well, and then all of a sudden they're just like raging, and they're just picking up momentum and building up speed because they've changed things, right? They've tested it, or just by blind luck, they've tapped into something else. They're uploading at the right time, the right days, the right thumbnails, right titles, whatever it is. Through testing, that's how you find this stuff. So if you're not growing, or if you're not growing at the speed that you want to grow at, like you got to take a step back from all of this. Step back and say, okay, here's all the variables. Here's all of the variables that I have. I'm going to start testing every single one of them. You don't just test it once. You test it over the course of, a couple weeks. Test it here, test that, test this, test that. And over time, you're going to start to get a picture of what works, what grows your channel, what doesn't work. Hey, Brian G. Johnson's in the house. How's it going, Brian? Brian knows what I'm talking about. Brian, we were just talking about you earlier. Somebody asked if taking a break from YouTube would help them grow their channel. And they used you as an example. And I told them, I was like, Brian's a genius. The guy knows what he's doing. He came back with a plan, a strategic plan on how to, he came back and just kicked the doors down, right? Hey, man. Yeah, so like, by the way, guys, look at this. I got to take this down here, so hold on. I got to pull this whole thing. If you guys don't have this, the man wrote the book. Link all the way down in the description for that. So yeah, Brian, yeah, he was, you came back for the poodles. Yeah, so I was just telling him, you know, it's not necessarily the break. You know, you came back with a plan. Like using you as an example was like a bad idea. It's like, oh, just somebody takes a break, come back, and then your channel is going to grow. Like, dude, you came back like laser focused, and you're just hitting them out of the park every single time. So yeah, that's what content strategy does. And since Dr. Sten is here, hey, Jason James, $5 for being a badass. Right on, man. Thank you. Since Jason James, or since Dr. Sten is in here, we are moving on to the next. This one's kind of weird, but we're going to roll with it anyway. We're moving to the meme of the week here. Meme of the week from Dr. Sten, Deranged. I love it. Weird, but I love it. Thank you, man. I love the memes. I love the memes. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Absolutely love them. All right, one more question, and then I'm going to get into, whoa, what did I just do? And I'm going to get into pulling up channels. I just completely lost. Wow, that's bizarre. I lost the entire form. Wow, that's really bizarre. So my form that I had just completely crashed. Oh, you got to be kidding me. What? Okay, so yeah, we're going to pull up a channel. So let me get to the channels here, pull up the super chats, see who's on deck. First one up was Sparks Family TV. Man, I can't believe this. So here's the weird thing. So I'm using YouTube forms, right? The link in the description below. Put your form in there. There's 56 questions in there. And I was, I don't know, maybe 30 questions in because I had to skip through a bunch of them. Out of nowhere, that particular tab just crashed. Only that tab crashed. And then it took me all the way back to the beginning at question 1. So I got to go through all of them to get back to where I was. So we're going to jump into a channel review real quick. Where are you at here? Sparks Family TV. The beauty of live. Yeah, that's the thing, man. The beauty of live. I love live streaming. Live streaming to me is like, I'm a musician, right? It's like playing jazz, right? You're kind of like, you have your structure, but you're improvising within the structure. And it's fantastic. I love it. You know, yeah, you're going to say wrong things. You're going to flub your speech. You're going to pull up the wrong things. Something's going to go wrong. You know, I spend a lot of time you guys know who come in on Nimmin Live. I spend a lot of time troubleshooting stuff on Nimmin Live. It happens. But it makes you good. Like, I'm really fast now at troubleshooting a problem. So when something goes wrong during a live stream, 9 out of 10 times I can figure out what it is really quickly. So Sparks Family TV. Let's get you pulled up. Where are you at, Sparks TV? Alrighty, let's see if you did some changes here. Sparks Family TV reviews family adventures, fun and learning. Okay, if I remember right, if I remember from last time, you changed your channel art, and I think that looks good. Nitpicking reviews is getting cut off a little bit by your profile picture. Not going to be a game changer if you fix it, but if you want absolute clarity, I might come in and like shrink that a little bit. Just make sure that's going to fit there so that your profile picture doesn't cover it. Yeah, okay, I remember this thumbnail from last time with the shark bite. What did you do? Let me go back and read your note here to see if there's anything specific that you were looking for. Are you still in here? Sparks Family TV, are you still in the chat? Oh, there you are. Is there anything in particular you want me to look at? Hey, Givoy Boldios. Good morning from the Philippines. How's it going? Alex Talks. Go down and read the description. Yes, you can get free reviews. In the description, I have a little paragraph talking about how I pull channels up. A super chat just basically cuts you to the front of the line, guarantees a review. Okay. Sparks Family TV, was there something in particular that you wanted me to look at here? Abdu Zahir says, hey, D, I love your videos, man. I love that you watch my videos. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tap out, review me D. Again, tap out, go read the description down in the, read that little paragraph about how to get your channel pulled up. All right, there it is. Okay, we updated descriptions, took out social media platforms, updated channel art, old thumbnails, etc. Just wanted to see if you had anything extra. Okay, yeah, thanks. You're jogging my memory. That was like a week ago, right? But like a lot goes through this head in a week. Want to make sure you're keeping our content better. Okay, so channel banner. Yeah, I think that looks good. You definitely define what's happening on the channel. I would put reviews on there, move it out, but you also might want to think about, and you might say this actually behind your profile picture, something might be behind here that I'm not seeing. You might want to mention what type of reviews that you do. Yeah, I think we talked about last time, your thumbnails look pretty cool. Like that's definitely working, right? 8,000 views on that. That's good. That's a killer looking thumbnail. Let's see, you got your playlist going on here. Latest videos by Sparks Family TV. I love that. How's Premiere working for you, by the way? I haven't used Premieres yet. I'm not a fan of it. I know it works well for some people. Doesn't work well for others. But I'm always curious how it's working for particular people. And you put a logo on all photos as well. Hey, Station Gaming, how's it going? Oh, I see. You're putting a little logo. Okay, so if you're putting the logo on your thumbnails, which is cool, I think it looks great. One thing that I would do, and you're going to hate me for saying this because I know you went through a ton of thumbnails here to redo these, and they look fantastic. And I'm nitpicking here, but in terms of recognition, right? Our brains love patterns. We love to latch on to patterns. We love to identify patterns, right? All of our brains do. You're putting the logos on your thumbs, which looks great, but it would have more of an impact in terms of remembering your thumbnails if they were in the same position. Right? Nitpicking here, but like that logo in the same spot on every thumbnail. That's what I would do. Same size, same location on every single. I almost feel bad. Like I like my heart broke a little bit when I thought, like I didn't even want to tell you because you did such a good job at redoing all of these thumbnails. And you don't have to go back and redo these. Like, you know, you don't have to do that, but like maybe moving forward, I would just say, okay, this is, I don't know how you're actually making these. If you're using a mobile phone, I'm de-picking. That's right, Jeffrey. I don't know if you're using a mobile phone or Photoshop or whatever it is that you're using, but I would put them in one location and have them the exact same size, but do not put them in the bottom right-hand corner because that's where the timestamp is going to be. So that's what I got for that. And it broke my heart just a little bit to even bring that up because I know you went through and changed all of these. I would just like from now moving forward, just put them in the same spot. Hey, Uncle Dan, how's it going, man? You record on the phone too. Okay. So what app are you using to make your thumbnails? Sparks Family TV. They look good. And again, man, you don't have to go back and redo these. Just from this moment moving forward, just same spot, same location. One thing that you could do, like, if you would tell me what app you're using, I'll let you know if you can do it on that app or not. And everybody who's asking for a channel review, go down in the description. I've got a little paragraph explaining how to get your channel pulled up. Yeah, so Crystal Vander says, I made a template on Canva with the timestamp so I don't put anything in that area. Yeah, well done. So one thing that you can, hey, SA Gamer, SA Tech Gamer. So depending on the app that you're using, a background eraser and font rush. Okay, so if you're using background eraser, then are you building everything in background eraser? One thing I was going to recommend is if you can use a transparent PNG image, you can just have only your logo, right? Just create a logo, size it down, put them in one, like the bottom left-hand corner, for example. Save it out as a transparent image. So when you're building your thumbnail, like the last thing you do is import that transparent image, drop it on top. That way it's going to be in the same spot every single time. Hey, Zaggy DK, how's it going? So yeah, for nitpicking there in your thumbnails, I like what you're doing with your playlist here. It looks good. Yeah, Kruva says, I also use mobile and use PixArt and Pixel Yeah, both of those apps work with transparent PNGs. Snapseed does not. Car Galaxy Studios, what's going on, Kevin? let's see, scrolling down, go to your videos here. So like a playlist, what you do, let's see, family for kids, updated yesterday. Okay, yeah, so you redid your playlist, that's good. This playlist has it all. Here you have family. In terms of like talking about what's in your playlist, you don't have to say, you know, this playlist. Think about it like when you make your video, you have your title and you have your description and you have your tags. It's all SEO based. Your playlist is the same thing. And the description of your playlist, I would kind of front load the keywords, right? Like I would build a description up that's keyword rich. So you don't have to say like this playlist has it all, because when somebody's searching, if they're on a desktop, they're going to see more. They're not necessarily going to see it on a mobile, but like they're going to see some of that text. So this playlist has it all. You're kind of wasting space if they're on a desktop and they see that. Again, I'm nitpicking here. I'm looking for things. None of this is going to be a game changer, but it's like I'm looking for things. Came in so 1 day ago. Whoa, that's okay, interesting. Greedy Granny game, board games for kids, 2019. I love it. Greedy Granny, this is one of my board games for kids by Goliath. This is one of many board games for kids. Yeah, okay, so I see what you're doing with your title, and this works, but I would even take it a step further and make sure your exact title is in your first sentence. That's what I do. But I mean, it's close, but I personally would go in and just make sure it's exact. But I like how you're writing it out in a conversational way. Pretty scary times. You're looking for family for board games. And I see you're putting the other keywords in there. That's good. That's solid. You've taken out all, okay. So one thing that you'll want to do right here. So you've got your subscribe, your sub confirmation, which is fantastic. But you want to drop in the HTTP, right? Drop in the HTTPS : right? Because as it stands right now, you can't click on that. So what you want to do is make sure, I'll drop this into, you want to make sure that this, I'm going to drop it in the chat, is added to the front of that, right? Because that's going to make it clickable. Because you've put that in there and like you can't click it. Nobody's going to copy that and paste it, right? Like if you can't click it, it's not going to happen. But yeah, I dig it, man. Good improvements. But for, you know, here going forward, I would tweak your thumbs just a little bit. Didn't even notice that. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to look over all that stuff. But your descriptions are fine. I would just minor little tweaks. Like anytime I have a title, I put that exact title in my first sentence. You know, I might say this video, let's just say screen, you know, how to screen record on an Android. So I might say this video shows you how to screen record on an Android. Like I put that exact sentence in there word for word, because when I choose titles that people are actually searching for. And if people are searching for those titles, I want to tell YouTube that I want, hey, Eileen Smith, how's it going? Hope you're having an awesome day. I want to tell YouTube that this particular phrase, this, you know, how to screen record on an Android, this video is about this particular phrase. So it's in my title. It's exactly the same way in my description, and it's exactly the same way as my first tag. And then I build variations of that throughout the rest of my description and throughout the rest of my tags. But exactly. So I'm looking at phrases. You know, these are the things that people are searching for. This phrase exactly. So I make sure I put that in everywhere. I want to tell YouTube, this is what this video is about, exactly for this phrase. And when I'm thinking about my content, like all of my videos, I'm not going to say all. Sometimes I just put a video up because I want to make the video, and sometimes you got to make a choice. But for the most part, for 95% of my videos, I'm looking for exact keyword phrases that I want to rank for. And like if you go back and you look at my screen recording videos do really well for me. How to screen record on this, how to screen record on that. And it's all the same stuff. It's all screen recording, right? But like I could make the same video, and I'm not going to like same exact, you know, duplicate content, but I could redo a video. Like let's say I do a video on how to stream record on Mobizen, the app, right? I could remake that video multiple times over the course of a year frame it a little bit differently, focus on some different features on it, but I could go for different keyword phrases regarding the Mobizen app because everybody searches a little bit differently. Everybody has a way of searching. So I want to make sure that I rank for all of those. Like Daniel Battelle, who I don't think has been in here right now, he's on fire right now. He's growing really fast, and he's focusing on the Filmora video editing software, right? And he's going after all of these different features. He's not just, okay, here's how to edit on Filmora. Yeah, Daniel, that's right. Daniel rocks. He's not just saying how to edit on Filmora. He's specifically going for like how to do this sort of transition on Filmora, how to do, an L and J cut on Filmora. He's going for specific phrases that people are looking for in regards to Filmora. It's only going to be a matter of time before he completely owns balls to bones. He's going to own the Filmora space. So anytime somebody goes in and looks for anything on Filmora, he's going to own it because he's nailing all of those phrases for how to do literally everything on Filmora. It's smart. That's right, Dr. Stan. Daniel's on fire. RPM Nexus says, I'm so confused with YouTube at the moment. Yeah, a lot of people get confused. Sometimes you make content, you do all the things right. You've got a great title. You have all the data that says that it's an excellent choice, even if it's trending, and then you put it together and you put it up and it just doesn't perform the way that you want it to perform. Maybe your thumbnail isn't as good as you thought it was going to be. Maybe you didn't do a good of a job in the video as you thought that you did, right? Like maybe your hook, it could all come down to your hook, right? Like, again, Brian G, I don't know if he's still in here or not. The dude's a master at hooks. Nick is a great he's a master at hooks too. Like your hook, when that video first comes on, boom, you have seconds to, get the viewer, right? You're fishing, right? You threw your bait out there, your video's bait, right? It's floating out there in the water. The fish grabs the bait, you pull them up, and you've got literally seconds to get that fish, or they're gonna break loose and go back into the water. Weird analogy there, but like you understand what I'm trying to say, right? You've got seconds. So yeah, you can do all of these things and then you blow it with the hook. The hook just isn't strong enough, right? Or your thumbnail just isn't strong enough. Studio Geek says the most viewed video that Daniel had was from a Filmora dissolve. Yeah, exactly. But he's going to own that stuff. Like he's already getting known as like the Filmora guy, right? Like think about when he's got a library of hundreds of videos of Filmora. And my instinct says he's not going to stop with Filmora, right? Like once he owns Filmora, he's probably going to go after another software. He's probably going to go after, right? Like he's going to become known as like the video editing dude, and he will own that stuff. And it's brilliant, right? Josephine says, it's like every video is an audition for The Voice, and every viewer is someone who turns the chair or doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Like, look, you have to do, all you can do is do the best that you can do and then try to be a step better. Like, okay, this is the best I can do. What can I now do to be even better? Like I put this, my last video, I did this. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to figure out where am I not strong, right? Where am I weak? Are my titles weak? Is my thumbnail weak? How's my hook? How is my performance, right? Like how are all of these things? And then anywhere where you're weak, that's where you focus on the next video to try to improve it there. Hybrid says Daniel's doing better as the Filmora guy than he did with food reviews. Yeah, that's, Daniel's talented. Like I think he was doing well with extreme food reviews, but he's getting, like he came into a niche here on YouTube, and he found his groove. You know what I mean? Like Hybrid, I'm going to use you for an example. Like, you're gaming, right? You're a great gamer. Your stuff looks dope, but like the skills that you've acquired by all the thumbnails you've made, all the designs that you've made, all of the hours that you've gained, right? Like you've acquired all of these skills, Hybrid, but like, you never know, like you might do another type of channel sometime in the future. Could be a month from now, could be 6 months from now. You could be sitting on the toilet tonight doing your business, right? You're sitting on the toilet and an idea could come to you and you're like, oh man, I'm going to try that. And now you have all of these skills that you've acquired as a gamer, and you can apply them towards something else. And like, that might be your thing. You know what I mean? Like this time next year, you could have 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers or 10,000 subscribers on something else that you didn't even know that you were going to do. You know what I mean? Like when Daniel was doing his extreme food reviews, I know at some point he probably decided he was going to move into this, but like when he started that out, he's just like, okay, I'm doing my food reviews and that's what I'm doing. Right. But something clicked somewhere and he's like, okay, I'm going to go over and do this. And now, like, dude, he's going to be huge. That Daniel Batel's channel is going to be huge. He's laser focused. He's consistent. He's a great personality, but he got those, like, think about how many videos he made on extreme food reviews. Like he honed his chops, right? Like he did all the work there. So when he started this other channel, like he had all the skills ready to go. You're right. Midnight Madness 4x4 says that's how a lot of great ideas come on D Toilet. Yeah, you know, I don't want to get into potty talk here, but like, let's call it for what it is. How many? Like, I know I'm not the only one. All right, here's how it is. My best ideas come from sitting on the toilet or taking a shower or those moments where I'm drifting off to sleep or I'm just waking up and my head is still in a funk. Like those moments of where my brain is kind of drifting in one way or the other, or I'm on the toilet or I'm in the shower. Like those are my moments, right? Like that. I don't know why, but like that's where it's going, right? So if this happens to you too, type in yes right now. Because I think there's something about like our brains, you know, that somewhat consciousness, right? Like you're in a shower, you're not really focusing on anything in a shower. You're just kind of going through the motions. I'm washing, well, I don't have hair to wash, but you know, I'm washing my head, I'm washing this or whatever. You're going through the motions and that allows your brain to just kind of like do brain stuff, right? Your brain, you can tune out. You can literally take a shower and give it no thought whatsoever. And that allows your brain to just kind of create, right? Same thing. You're drifting off to sleep. You just woke up. You're in and out of consciousness. You're on that level. And like, that's, you know, you're in that spot where your brain is just like working overtime, right? How many times can you not fall asleep? Like, oh, I can't sleep. I'm thinking too much. My brain won't stop thinking. I can't stop thinking. My brain won't shut off, right? How many times does that happen to you where you're trying to sleep? So yeah, I know a lot of you are in the same boat, right? Where I'm gonna go back and see, yep. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Same thing. You're sitting on the toilet. You don't have to give it any thought whatsoever. Again, apologies for the potty talk, but you don't have to think about it. Like your body goes on just autopilot. I'm going to the toilet. I'm going to sit down and use the toilet. Autopilot. Whew, there goes your brain. You don't have to think about it. So Nick, little known fact about Nick, Eileen says that's because we can see the big picture instead of focusing on a specific task. Eileen, exactly. Those are moments. God, I'm so glad you said that. That's perfect. Those are moments where your brain can focus on the big picture instead of just micro focusing, you know, just like, okay, here's the task. Yeah, that's brilliant, Eileen. Exactly. Dr. Stan, that's exactly what I was going to say. He says, you need breathing exercises. It will help you turn your brain off at night. So a little known fact about Nick. Nick is an avid meditator. Is that, are you a meditator? No, he meditates like daily. Like Nick, whoa, I got my sound on. We're not going to do that here. Nick meditates every single day. He starts his day with meditation, and if I'm not mistaken, he ends his day with meditation. He's like the most centered dude I know. Like he's like nothing bothers that dude. Like we'll have, you know, something will be going on. I'm like fire. I'm running around. I'm panicking. I don't really panic. I'm actually pretty good in crisis, but like I'm always like the drama guy, the drama brother, and he's like just, you know. Nick is so just like always like in a state of zen, right? Like he's just always so focused and just like the universe is that, you know, whatever. He quoting some whatever. Yeah, Dr. Stan. Yeah. Wow. Eileen, both of you and Dr. Stan meditate daily. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Nick is all, you know, this moment is as it should be because the universe is as it should be or whatever, right? Absolute just zen all the time. But because of that, like, man, that guy, he can focus. He can, like, if he wants to go do something, he does it. He will power through. So I'll meet him for coffee. This is a crazy thing. Hey, PhotoFin, what's up, dude? I'll meet him for coffee. And it'll be like 8 p.m. 8 p.m. And I'll be like, so what are you doing today? He's like, oh, I'm going to make 5 videos. What? Like, he'll drink coffee. You know, he'll just go record 5 videos. Just mash them out. Mash them out. All right, I'm going to, wow, we just got like way. That's how we do it. Hey, Tube Techie, how's it going? Yeah, Nick's a machine, man. But again, you know, he built up to that, right? Like, he built up to being able to do what he does, repetition, right? But meditation, he's always telling me, he's like, dude, you need to meditate. You know, I'll get angry about something. He's like, you need to meditate. Trust me, you need to meditate. So through his repetition, he's become really good at what he does, and his meditation allows him to just have laser focused. So Crystal says, I've been doing 2 to 3 a day now. I'm doing daily videos. Oh, cool. Congratulations. Nick says, does he chant Nimmin? I don't know if he chants or not. I've actually never seen him meditate. I don't know. That might be like a intrusion. I would be the guy. He's like trying to, like, you know, center himself, and I'm just like talking to him or something. Yeah. Cargal, what are you talking about, Kevin? Hold on. I meditate on the toilet. Yes. All right. I'm going to answer a question here, and then we're going to move on to another channel. I think on deck is Official Raw Tricks. When you left the super chat, you didn't say if you wanted a review or not. Let me know. And DTD Gamer, you're on deck. So let me answer a question, and then I'll pull up. So hold on, I got to get caught up to where I was here with the questions, because the form crashed. It was the first time the form ever crashed. Okay, we got the 2 channels. My apologies here. I need to get caught up. Give me just a second. Okay, so we got there. Channel's gonna push it. Okay, so this one comes from Prince 10 Fortnite. He says, I play Fortnite and they have done a new update that I don't like. So what should I do when I don't enjoy playing? Don't play it anymore. And this is the dangers of focusing a channel around one particular game. If you focus your channel around one game and you lose interest in that game, or people lose interest in that game, or that game says, hey, we know we're no longer going to allow you to use our gameplay on YouTube, or that company gets bought out and shut down, or they do an update and you don't like it, you lose interest, you built your entire channel on it. So your name has Fortnite in it. So if you don't want to play Fortnite anymore, you've got 2 choices. You stop, or you rebrand your channel, something a little wider than just one channel, and you start playing a different game or different games. Your audience may or may not come with you. Some of them, the people who follow you because of you, which is going to be a lot of the people, they're going to come with you anyway. The ones who are there specifically for Fortnite, they're probably going to bounce, but you know, that's just the way it goes. Hey, Next Level Tech. Thank you, man. Says, I need to do more YouTube. I need to do YouTube more than part-time. Still editing all of my videos on my phone. Congrats on 26,000 subs. See you at 30,000 subs too. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. It's tough, man. Like, you know, as we talked before, time management. Look, you guys have got families, right? How many people have children? Who has children? If you've got children, type in yes, right? You have children, you've got work, you've got your spouse, maybe you go to church, maybe you have extracurricular activities, you take your kids to soccer practice, right? Like the grind, like the life, forget YouTube, the life grind is real. It's real, right? So I know Snowy Rains, yeah. Snowy Rains has a 70-year-old. You're taking care of your parents. Like there's all of these things that are pulling at you in real life. So it can be difficult to like really dive in headfirst on YouTube. And that's really where time management comes in. You know, you find an hour there, you find an hour here, and you have to audit every single minute of the day that you have free. It's not easy. But, you know, it comes down to one of those things like, how bad do you want to go full-time on YouTube? And realistically, are you even in a position to go full-time in YouTube? Are you in a niche where you can go full-time on YouTube, right? Is this something that you're going to have an audience? Yeah, it's tough. See you at 30,000 soon. Yeah, it's coming fast. It's coming really fast, surprisingly fast. And you're about the same. Yeah, so you are at 26,168. Yeah, so we're about the same size. That's pretty rad. So we'll probably be having the 30,000 subscriber hangout together. That's pretty awesome. So early congratulations to you, because I know it's going to come fast for you too. Yeah, time management. Wow, man, that comes up a lot. And it's something that every single one of us struggle with. It's never ending. Studio Geek 32 says, I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. Man, congratulations. What is a thing that could help me? Okay, so if you're at 1,000 subscribers, you're just about 1,000 subscribers. What is a thing that can help you? I would go back to all of your videos, Sammy, and I would do an audit of the channel. I would look at the videos that do well, and I would look at the videos that do not do well. I would look at the thumbnail types that do well and look at the thumbnail types that don't do well. And I would take a realistic audit of the channel and say, okay, these videos suck. People didn't respond to those. These videos are doing well. These thumbnails suck. I'm not going to do any more like that. These thumbnails are doing well. I would take all of the stuff that's doing well for the channel, and I would focus everything on that type of content and see if you can continue that success with that type of content, those types of thumbnails. So that's the one thing that I would do is like, if you made it to 1,000 subscribers, then you can make it to 10,000, dude. It's just a matter of just focusing on the right things. Focus on the things that are working for your channel, and anything that's not working for your channel, you need to stop working on those. You need to stop doing those things unless, you know, sometimes as a creator, you just got to do what you want to do. Sometimes you got something inside and you just want to get it out. Like, I just need to make this thing. Like every now and then I get those videos. So I'm like, you know what? I know this video is going to suck. I know I'm not going to get 10,000 views on this video, but it's a video that either I want to make or it's a video that I think will be helpful to my viewers, to the community. I think they're going to appreciate this, even though long-term it's not going to do that well. So I'll take one for the team from time to time, but I also have to make sure to balance that to make sure that I do the right videos to grow the channel. So Sammy, if your goal is to grow your channel, right? Which I believe it is based on your question, then you got to double down and triple down on all of the things that are working, all of them. He says, all of my music videos go great. So I do that. Okay, well, keep going, right? Go to your channel, sort your videos by most popular. Look at like your top 5 most videos. And don't only just look at this, like you've got your views, right? So look at your views, but also go in and look at the videos that have high audience retention. So if you've got videos that have extraordinary audience retention compared to other videos that might have much lower audience retention, say, okay, for whatever reason, these types of videos might not have as many views, but they've got higher audience retention. So you could start testing out, trying to get those videos to get more views because they're watching. So maybe you just need to work on crafting a better title and better thumbnails to get better views. So yeah, that's what I got for you, man. Just double down on what works. Cool tip. Yeah, SA Tech Gamer. The tips are always like the small things, right? You got to look at the little things. Studio Geek says, I get 100 views, 26 likes, and 25 comments. I think that sometimes. Yeah, dude, if you get 100 views on something, like I need to go back and, you know, look at your channel and see where things are. But like, you know, dude, you're getting ready to hit 1,000 subscribers. So like 100's hard. 1,000's even harder. Like 10,000 is within reach. You know, like if you can focus in, like truly focus on the things that your audience wants and this is the key, focusing on what your audience wants, focusing on things that they can find through searching for your channel. If you can dial that in, get your thumbnails on point, your audience retention on point, whew, man, you're off. Hybrid says, you were number 8. Oh, okay. Car Galaxy Studio says you were subscriber number 8 to me. What? Dude, that's awesome. Crystal Vanner says, your channel grew so quick, D. Not too long ago, I had more than you. I got a huge slowdown, but I'm still growing, almost 16,500. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, here's something else that's fascinating, Crystal, is every single creator in here right now, all of us, everyone in here, we're literally one video away from growing the channel, like from exploding, right? Like for me, when we were around the same size, the only reason I have more subscribers now, and like that could change tomorrow with your next video, right? But like the only reason I have those now is because I've made a couple of videos that did really well, and they're continuing to feed the channel, right? Like your next video, like that could put you over 100,000. Like, you don't know, like we're all that one video away from just exploding and just going all out, right? Like you don't know what that video is. Every video, every channel, hey, Jackson Draws, how's it going? Every video that's like, or every channel that's like, that's growing fast, there's always that one moment, that one video. Like they started off, they struggled a little bit, they kind of kicked around to find their groove, and then man, here comes that one video or a series of, there's a first one, then there's a series of videos, and then whew, off they go. I think, hey, Daisy, how's it going? I think Joshua mentioned Brian G. Johnson earlier in the stream about his growth recently. Brian's on fire, but if you go watch when he puts a video up right now, like he'll get, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views, like fast, like 24 hours, boom. And sometimes even more. Like his videos are on fire right now because he's been able to pinpoint exactly what the audience is looking for, and he's delivering with great thumbnails, great audience retention. Like he's firing on all cylinders, he's doing all the right things, and because of that, he's having explosive growth. So yeah, we're all one video from that. So anytime you're thinking about quitting, anytime you're like, you know what, I've had enough, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm not growing, well, you just keep going, right? Like if you quit, it's over, it's done, that's it, that's all she wrote. But if you keep going, but you got to be realistic here. You can't just be throwing crap on the wall and hoping something sticks. Like you've got to put the work in to get the right titles. You got to make sure you're getting your good thumbnails. You got to make sure you're presenting stuff in a way that people can relate. You know what I mean? You got to make sure you're doing the right things. But if you are doing the right things, hey, it's Ty. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. If you are doing the right things, just put your head down and just plow through it and wait for that video and then capitalize on that video. Yeah, Brian's always lurking in the background. Brian is like, Brian's here. I can feel him. I can feel the presence of Brian G. Johnson. I can feel his presence right now in the room. All right, moving on to the next question. Then I'm going to pull up the next channel. Hey D, does a mobile streaming app like DU Recorder take up a lot of mobile data to stream? So inside of DU Recorder, you can set your bit rate and you can set your frame rate. The lower the bit rate, the lower the frame rate, the lower the data is going to get used up when you're actually doing the live stream. However, if you are going out at 720p and you've got a high bit rate when you're trying to stream out, yeah, it's going to eat up data. I don't know how much. I don't know how long you're going to stream. So you want to make sure that you get with your mobile carrier and either get an unlimited package or get a pretty large package, or go to a place that's got Wi-Fi. Sit outside of a cafe. Sit on the chair on the outside of a cafe. Do your live streams from there. Like, I don't know what country you're in. I don't know what sort of data plans you have. Like here in Thailand, I have an unlimited data package now. So I think it costs about $25 a month for an unlimited data package. And it's not, I can't stream up 1080p, but I can stream up 720. Okay. Nuvo Ants, thank you so much. If you guys are wanting any sort of a channel review, you're going to have to put that in your note there. So I want to be able to tell the difference between a thank you and a channel review request. All right, so I'm going to pull up, where's it at here? DTD Gamer. Let's get you pulled up and see what's happening here. DTD Gamer. That's where you at? DTD Gamer, I can't find you. Oh, because I put a space. DTD Gamer. There you are. Okay. DTD Gamer, Fallout creator, weekly uploads. DTD Gamer, awesome. On one side, your profile picture is covering up the text. Not a huge deal. Otherwise, I think it looks good. You got your weekly uploads there. Occasional live streams. Fallout creator, so you're obviously playing Fallout. I like that. You got your logo. Your profile picture. Okay, you got 15,000. Yeah, so you know what you're doing. You're making progress. I think this top thumbnail looks super dope. I definitely like that a lot more than that, but I understand it's the Fallout 76. 3 massive features. Yeah, I like it. Fallout 76, you're putting the name of the game first. Mode details, thumbnails, easy to read font. I dig that. The only thing that I would recommend for your thumbnails, I don't know, man, you're kind of getting a vibe. Like these all kind of have a vibe. Like that's kind of like a look, right? So you might not have to put any identifying mark on there. Like those are kind of like that is a look. So I dig those. I would just be careful when you break away from that look. Like you go into something like that, which is a great looking thumbnail, but it doesn't look like your thumbnail at all. It looks like you're changing the font a little bit like on this one, but like these, man, those are great. Yeah, I would, if those are working well for you, I would run with that because that's a look. Kind of matches your channel banner a bit. Not a complete match, but it's close enough. Let's see here. Okay, so here's some gameplay. Fallout 76 was survival mode details. Okay, yep, right on, man. Description's good. Here's something to help you out. Fallout 76 playthrough. Playlist, awesome. What are you doing down here? Okay, so here's something that you can do. Your pinned comment. Prime real estate. I think I talk about this on every single live stream. Go down, leave your own comment, and recommend another video, another relevant video. Go to my channel, right? Go to my channel, look at any of my videos, not the live streams, but the actual videos. Go down, look at the pinned comment. I'm going to say, hey, watch next, and then I link out to a relevant video. If they came here on a Fallout 76 video, link out to another relevant Fallout 76 video there. Or as Dr. Sten says, yeah, you can also pin a playlist. Yeah, you can test those. I don't, right? You do that, you just miss that one, right? That's how it works. The one video that I pull up, right? Yeah, pin a video, pin a playlist, link out to something if you're trying to sell something. But yeah, I think everything looks good. You know what you're doing. Fallout 76 lore. Collection of all my Fallout 76 lore videos. Okay, get the descriptions in there. We got a lot of playlists. You're about. Welcome to my channel. Fallout franchise. Yeah, the only thing, man, like the Fortnite player where they mentioned that there was a change and they don't want to play Fortnite anymore. The only thing that kind of gives me about focusing everything on one game. Like on one hand, yeah, it's focused, laser focused Fallout. Like people know you're playing Fallout. I would just if anything happens to Fallout, anything happens at all, like what are you going to do? So I would just kind of have that in the back of your mind. Like if I have to pivot and play another game, what would that be? Because you never know what's going to happen with these games. Crystal, yes, you pin your own comment. Yeah, right on. Yeah, so DTD Gamer, man, like the only thing I would have for you is just tighten the thumbnails up just a little bit. But everything else is on point, man. You're growing. You've got a look. So I dig it. Like that's kind of the hardest thing when you're putting a channel together is coming up with like your own unique look. Hey, Tyler Ward, how's it going? You're up late, Tyler. You should probably get to bed, get off the internet right now, log off, go to sleep, turn off the lights. Watch out for the boogeyman under your bed. Video call-in show says, I try to pin, not consistent enough. It's prime real estate. A pinned comment. Anybody who's pinning their comments and they're watching the video spike on the older video, like if you're getting a lot of views, if you're not getting a lot of views, you might not see that big of a difference yet. But if you are getting a lot of views and you can see the spike in the old videos, like it might not be huge, but it's gonna be relevant to your channel size. And like spanned over your entire video library over the course of hundreds of videos, man, that stuff adds up. I mean, my last video was my 100th video. So I've got officially 100 videos on my channel. And I can see just from my 100 videos, from all my pinned comments, from my end cards, from my cards, like coming from my description, like all of these things collectively, man, it just keeps feeding the machine. You know, you just send viewers from one video to the next, to the next, to the next. And that's what YouTube likes. YouTube will reward you for things like that. Next level text says, can I batch update pinned comments with TubeBuddy? For pinned comments, I don't think you can. I know you can do things like in your description. If you want to do a change, replace, or for a find, replace in your description or your titles, it's like you can do that. But for a pinned comment, I haven't seen anything to do that. Oh Lord, this is about to get weird. Tyler, you need to go to sleep. Crystal says, only 100 and all of those subs. I'm creeping on 700 videos. Yeah, well, you got to think about this too. Like the videos that I'm making, like I spend a lot of time researching my titles and I'm making videos, you know, like, okay, here's all this mobile stuff, right? Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody wants to learn how to do stuff on their phone, right? It was kind of like a no-brainer when I was trying to think, okay, what am I going to do starting my channel? And I had to sit back and think about what I'm interested in, what are my hobbies. Well, yeah, everybody's got a phone. You could do the same thing. Like, Crystal, I think you could totally do the same thing. It just comes down to choosing the right titles and finding things that people are looking for. I think you got a great niche. I bet there's really large channels out there because I know you're doing the van life, right? Like now more than ever, people are like, man, more people are living in vans, more people are exploring, more people are traveling more than ever. So I think you're in a great niche. I think it just comes down to learning how to do the correct research to find the right topics that people are looking for. That's what it comes down to for all of us. Black van dweller. Well, the fact that you're black, like, okay, like that might attract a certain demographic, people who say, oh, I'm also black and I want to live in a van, right? Like, yeah, you can attract those, but like your color, like I don't know if you are or not, but I wouldn't lean on race in any way, shape, or form when it comes to living in a van. Like I would just be like van dweller. You're gonna, that's a much wider net. Like the more you focus yourself down, okay, it's kind of a double-edged sword because I on one hand you say you want to focus, right? Focus hard, focus hard, focus hard. But van life, like, man, that's wide open. Like you can make videos about, I'm black and I live in a van, but like in terms of the wider net, if you can find videos to make that capture race doesn't matter, right? Like I would go after that. Like if you want the numbers, if you want the views, I would go wide. I would go as wide as possible. Yeah. And Nick says that seems a lot harder for music channels. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be harder for things, music channels and stuff like that. It's definitely going to be more difficult. But like, and I don't know what you're doing on your music channel. I think you're in queue to get pulled up. But like, depending on, like, if you're creating music, reach out to creators. Try to get people to use your music in their videos. Like right now, I think Grabster and I just had this conversation, and this can be tough for music channels because one way to get exposed is to collaborate with other YouTubers. Hey, use my music, you can use my music, right? But on the flip side, there's so much happening right now with people getting copyright strikes, and there are music creators who are letting people use their videos. Hey, or I mean, use their music. Hey, you can use my music in your video. And then they come back 6 months later and they're striking those videos and they're claiming the monetization on those videos. So there's a lot of shady stuff happening right now. And unfortunately, it's kind of hurting the legit music creators. And people are kind of like, okay, well, can I trust this person? Can I not trust this person? Tough place to be. Scooter Geeks says, yeah, I'm a music channel. Yep, you are a music channel. What's hard on a music? Yeah, it's just growing a music channel, and in general, it can be tough. Crystal says, I'm always looking for music, but that's a problem. Yeah, to be honest with you, like, I pay $15 a month for Epidemic Sound. I know if you use a paid version of TubeBuddy, or if you're part of an MCN or something like that, I know you can get discounts for Epidemic Sound and other music sites, but I don't even want to take the risk of getting a strike. So $15 a month, I pay it to Epidemic Sound. If that means, like if you're on a budget, if you're on a budget and you want like good music, I would like do an audit of my life and say, okay, what can I cut off? Am I spending too much on coffee? Am I spending too much on this or that? Like, where can I dig up an extra $15 a month? Because if you're uploading a lot and you want good music, I would come up with a way to pay for that. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you for help creators. We love you. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you so much, Heidi. That means a lot. Crystal says, I'm not in a position to pay for much. YouTube is my main income and I'm not making much. Okay, I get it. Then Crystal, then what you got to do is, use the YouTube audio library. If you have to do things for free, use the YouTube audio library. That's going to be the safest bet, where you can get music you're not going to risk getting any strikes. And then once you get to the point where you can pay for Epidemic Sound, or you can get a discount somewhere through Epidemic Sound, jump on that. Yeah, YouTube audio library is fine. I mean, they don't have like the dopest tracks, but they've got some good stuff. They've got some really good stuff. All right, moving right along here. I'm going to pull up the next channel. Actually, let me check something. 1 second. Okay, I just needed to give you a little dose of some funkiness. So, all right here. Okay, so we got DTD Gamer. Tana Does Tech. Okay, ask about the promote feature. Okay, I didn't have that. Thank you, Neil. AU Pack Mule. Brother, I did not see your super chat come in. I do apologize. Dropped $10, man. Thanks for Costume Co. for turning me on to your channel. Man, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Okay, so Nick, Aileys Music. I'm pretty new to YouTube, and you and your brother's videos have been very helpful. I just wanted to say thank you. Okay, right on, man. We're both happy to help. I'm actually going to pop your channel open really quick here. See what kind of music you're doing. Hold on. Original music. Okay, oh, that's cool. New folk and country cover songs every Tuesday. Okay, I like what you're doing there. You know what, dude? I'm going to pull you up, just because I dig what's going on here. So hold on. Nick, I got to spell it right. Aileys Music. Let me find you here. Where you at? Boom. Okay, let me get you pulled up. Original music. I dig it. I think the purple font and the purple text is a little bit difficult to read in your channel banner. Personally, man, I would change that maybe to a brighter color, and I would change the font to make it a little bit easier to read. It looks like it's all getting smashed in here. And by the way, I want to say for AU Pack Mule, if you wanted your channel pulled up again, if you've made some changes, let me know if that's what you wanted, because I'm not sure if you were just donating to the cause, or you wanted your channel pulled up. Heidi, if you're in here, if you can let me know, that'd be cool. What ails you? Okay, it's Aileys. Aileys. Okay, right on. Hold on 1 second here. I lost. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, so back to your header. I would change that font out and just make a nice, easy to read font. coming down your thumbnails. I love that you're showing yourself in like cool, chilled out areas, right? Like you're by the rock, you're by the lake. I think that's cool, man. It kind of sets the tone. Really cool vibe. But as you'll see here, as I'm looking on a mobile phone, the font choices that you're using on your thumbnails is really hard to read. So I would think of a bold font. I would think of a bold font, something that's easier to read, and I would enlarge it and put it on there. Because I can't make out, like the Ride Me Down Easy cover, the text is so small. Whoa, not there, but the text is so small here. I have no idea what it says. So if I'm not, because some people look at titles, some people look at thumbs, some people look at titles and thumbs. Like if you're getting people who are looking at thumbs only, they're not going to be able to read what's going on there. So I would definitely, if you're going to put text on there, bold, easy to read fonts, just like you're going to do up here in your channel banner. So whatever font that you're going to use, maybe to replace that purple area, use that font, bold and easy to read. Use that same font on your thumbs if you're going to put text on there, and run with those. New country, California. Sorry, see you a long time. Yeah, I'm afraid to actually tap into these because I don't want it to start playing and then YouTube come ding me, because I'm going to have like a cover song on my channel. Excuse me. And since you're putting yourself in the thumbnails, that's cool. I would just go back, and anything with like that tiny text, man, look at that. Super, super difficult to read your fonts. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. Out of the gate, think about clarity with your channel banner and clarity with your thumbnails. Okay, you've got playlist in here, Nick Howie's music. Don't forget, when you're putting your playlist together, you can write a description. So make sure that your playlist title is a good keyword-rich title, and make sure your description is a nice keyword-rich description as well. Videos, Engine 41.3 cover, Ride Me Down, easy cover. Okay, yep. Yeah, so that's what I got for you. Just some small little tweaks. Tyler, go to sleep. Paleo Draw says, what do you all use for thumbnails? You can use all sorts of things for thumbnails. You can use PixArt, Pixel Lab. You can use Photoshop. You can use Snapseed. You can use Canva. So Heidi, am I pulling him up or not? I haven't seen him posted in here. I actually missed his original super chat. So if he's not in here and you see him, yeah, thank him for that. I don't know what I was looking at, and I didn't notice him when he came in. PseudoGeek32 says, I do not have any money to super chat. That's fine, man. You never have to super chat. Could you pull my channel up later? Possibly. I'm not sure who I am. I'm not sure what I'm going to be pulling up here in a little bit. I've already been going for 3 hours. So I'm not sure how many more I'm going to be pulling up or which ones I'm going to be grabbing just yet. So let me finish the super chats here, and we'll go from there. So give me just a second. Next up is going to be okay, we're not pulling up next level text. We're just racing to 30,000. Nuvo Ants. That actually sounds really interesting here. Nuvo Ants. Just I'm going to get the creepy crawlies just by like tapping on this. I'm going to back up for a second here for the Nick Aileys. For music, yeah, man, that it's going to be tough growing, but just think about, like, if you're doing cover songs, use the trending tab on YouTube. You can also use Google Trends. If you're not using Google Trends, learn how to use Google Trends, because you can see, like, you can say, okay, this new song came out, and you can type it into Google Trends, and you can see, you can look at the spike, and you can see how popular it actually is. Trends go up, trends go down. So if you're making cover songs, and you're making cover songs of songs that are popular at the moment, of course, you're competing with everybody else doing the same exact thing, but at least you're looking for songs that are on the rise, and more people are going to be searching for those songs. Yeah, I'm afraid oh yeah, this is creepy. Okay, Ants ant keeping, ant equipment, and product reviews. Holy moly, that just gives me the creepies, but I love it. I love you get your ant on there. It's totally clear what's happening in your channel. Super clear what's happening. Like that's got to be the creepiest channel banner I've probably looked at. I'm going to get like the itchies. Jeffrey says, I just uploaded 3 videos and you're still talking. Yep, still going. I got the heebie-jeebies just from looking at your... Look, I live in Thailand. It's tropical. We have ants. Like if I took like a piece of food and I put it down over here and left it alone for like 15 minutes, ants would literally just come out of the electrical plugs and they would come and like start gnawing at it. Nuvo Ants. Okay, love your channel banner. Uploads. Let's see. Nuptial flight, meet ant, huge colony, giveaway competition, Formica ant farm, ant colony reveal, ant colony update. So I think your niche is cool. Like I don't remember the name of the channel, but I came across an ant channel quite some time ago. They had like over 1 million subscribers. They had all these ant farms. I think they sold. That's what they did. They sold ant farms. But okay, here's what I would do for you. I would spend time. I don't know if you got TubeBuddy or not. Link in the description below for that if you don't. Like I was mentioning earlier, and I was showing you how to come up with a good title on TubeBuddy, right? The weighted versus unweighted. I would spend a ton of time as an ant channel looking for the types of videos that people are searching for. And I would use those exact phrases. Spend some time on YouTube, right? Like if you go to YouTube, that's right. Everyone needs TubeBuddy and everyone needs Raid. That's right, Tim. So, if I'm going to go back here, ooh, I just closed it. So if I go to YouTube and I type in like, ant farm, right? And I'm guessing that's the name of like something else. So let's just say, let's just how to raise ants, right? Like how to raise ants. Okay, so this is just one example. So how to raise ants, how to raise fire ants, how to raise leafcutter ants, Ants Canada, how to raise a queen, how to raise an ant colony, Ants Canada, Ants Australia, how to raise, right? Like your terminology better than I do. Go through all the terms that you can think of, all the different ways of asking for ants. Go into YouTube, type them all out, look at the drop down there. Those are all exact phrases that people are searching for, right? Those are phrases that you want to use for your titles. Strategically think about the videos that you're going to make for the next month. Look at all these titles and start figuring out your video strategy. Use TubeBuddy, because TubeBuddy will help you figure out if those titles are good for your channel or not. Some titles, some of them, there might be too much competition for a new channel. You might not have a good chance of ranking for those. Or TubeBuddy might say, yeah, you've got a better chance of ranking for this. This is where TubeBuddy really comes in helpful. But I think, because even your thumbnails look cool, right? Like if you're into ants, meet ants. Like that's just an interesting thumbnail, right? Like that I'm not even into ants and I'm tempted to click on that. So I like what you're doing with your thumbnails. I love that you're putting your logo in the bottom left-hand corner. You got your ants on there. But here's what I would like to see you do. Like look at that, for example. Do you see how difficult it is to read the text that's on top of the image? So anytime that you're using an image and you're putting text on top of it, you want to make sure that not only are you using the correct color to stand off of the image, but you want to make sure you're using a bold, easy to read font. Even things like this, Outworld Review, that tiny gold text on there is really difficult to read. So if you can think about how you can add clarity, like come up here, look at your channel banner, right? Ants keep ant equipment product reviews. Super easy to read font. Use that font in all of your thumbnails. I think you're using it in some of them, but make sure you're choosing the right colors, make sure you're choosing the right size so that all of the text on your thumbnails is easy to read. And then if you can get your titles together, man, I think your channel will do really well. People are really interested in that sort of thing. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, look at that. Yeah. See, look at that. That's a hook. I don't know what you said there. I know I said we're not watching videos, but I couldn't help myself. Okay. Shorts. Okay. You had oh God. Okay. We got to pause this. It won't even stop. Make it stop. Okay. Oh, ooh. Whew, wait a second. I gotta, you know, I just gotta take that down for a second. I probably just lost half of the people that were hanging out. Yeah, we're gonna nope right out of that one. Ooh, man. Ants, no. Spiders, no. But I got to come back, right? You can't turn away from this. Okay, so I just want to say congratulations on that opening video. Okay, people are thinking about a hook. Now, I don't know if he said anything or she said anything here. Excuse me. I was trying to breathe from down here. But that came on, and if you're into ants, whoa, like, right? Like, full attention. Short little video, or short intro, just a couple of seconds, and then you get into the video. It's like, well done. Well done there. Very well done. Noob to a flight of meat ants. Huge colony. Okay, right on. I would probably also come back and I would write out a little bit more description. You know, the more keyword rich, the more description you can add. Make sure you get, I'm not looking at your tags right now, but just, I would thicken this up just a little bit more, add some more text down there. Whew, man, that's just super creepy. Okay, you pinned your comment. Good job. It says, hope you enjoyed the video. Apologies for the wrong pronunciation. There is no I in porpoise. I don't even know what that is. Okay, so make sure you're pinning all of your comments. And a great thing to do here is you can link out to another video or another playlist, relevant video or relevant playlist. And for here, honestly, man, like I personally, I wouldn't use the pinned comment to apologize for anything. If you need even feel like you need to apologize, do it in the description down low. Don't use it up top where, you know, YouTube's definitely going to spider that. Like, do it down below where it doesn't matter so much. Then use your pinned comment, prime real estate, to send to another video or send to another playlist. Oh man, I just got like the creeps here. Whew. But I can't. Oh, look at that. That's, ooh, what? That looks like my kitchen. That looks like my kitchen. Like if you set a pizza on my kitchen counter for 15 minutes, and this is what it looks like right there. That's my kitchen counter after 15 minutes of putting pizza down. Oh man. Okay, look at your playlist. Okay, so your playlist, you can definitely build out your playlist. When you're putting together your video titles, right? You got to research those. You want keyword phrases for your titles. The same thing for your playlist descriptions and titles. So your titles, keyword rich phrases that people are searching for, because your playlist, that's going to show up when people are searching. You want that. And then once they tap in, or once I tap in, there's no description there. So keyword phrases, searchable phrases for your actual playlist titles, and your descriptions, just like you would do your video descriptions. Treat your playlist exactly how you would a video in terms of title and description. And you can build that out. You can build that out by different types of ants, different types of colonies, different types of regions of the world. However you're doing your content, get creative and think about titles. Just like colonies, yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would go back. I would definitely redo these and build these out to, you know, in a way that people can actually search and find them. All things ants. But yeah, whew, yeah, I dig that, man. That was cool. Creepy, itchy, but cool. Your reaction was hilarious. Yeah, I don't like ants, man. I can't. I don't. Ants and spiders, don't like them. Hey, Carter's Eat, how's it going? Yeah, ants and pizza, man. Yeah, anybody who lives in a tropical place knows exactly what I'm talking about. You put anything down, ants are just like, I don't even know where they come from. Like, I spend so much time. So my girlfriend, she cooks. You know, she cook, like, I'm here now, right? I'm at the studio. She's at home. She's probably cooked once or twice at home. And if she doesn't wash out the pan or doesn't wash something out quickly and just kind of leaves it sitting out, there's a really good chance that there'll be like a trail of ants that will just come from a crack in the wall that I can't even see. Like, they're just like going into a hole. I can't even see the hole. Just like tiny little ants would just be coming out, and I got to like follow them back and, you know, spray and yeah. Okay, that's good. I didn't know about a playlist. Yeah. Treat your playlist just like you do with your video in terms of a searchable title for your playlist and a good keyword-rich description. Oh yeah, so Curvis is from the Caribbean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Same if you live in Florida. Just woo. Yeah, spray peppermint essential oil. Yeah. Okay, here's the thing. None of the home remedy stuff that you find for ants, none of that stuff works in Southeast Asia. In fact, I would say probably 85% of the store-bought, okay, 100% of the natural stuff doesn't work. The ants will literally just kind of laugh at you. Probably 85% of the store-bought products that you get don't work. These things are, I mean, think about it. There's no thaw season. There's no winter here. So when you live in a place that doesn't have a winter, that means they never die. They never get frozen. So all they do is they just keep making babies. It's just ants making ants making ants. So they will even, like we've got this ant powder. Right here we go, off the rails again. We have this ant powder, and you can put out the ant powder, and what will happen is it will kill, I don't know, it might kill a couple hundred ants, right? But then they'll take the dead ants and they'll build a bridge of dead ants over the powder so they can just keep on trucking. It's insane. I think they're called, I think this particular breed of ants, I think they're called crazy ants or something like that. Yeah, it's like chalk, Heidi. So you can put this chalk down and like it'll kill, you know, the front lines. It might kill a couple hundred of them, and then they'll take the dead, build a bridge over the chalk, and then they're and then all over the dead they go. It's insane, absolutely insane. You just can't stop them. 30-year reviews. That's hilarious. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, you can eat them. This is working you up more than Vietnam. Yeah. Okay. So we got ants. Okay. I think that is all of the super chats. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you dropped a super chat you wanted to review and I missed you, please let me know. If you're watching this on the playback and I skipped you, it wasn't intentional, you just didn't let me know. Let me know and I can pull you up the next time. Okay. So I'm going to open Twitter up for a second, see if anybody else shared this out. 1 second here. And then we're going to pull up some people. Let's see who's getting pulled up. Dun, dun, dun. This is awesome. Hybrid Steel. Look at this. Oh yeah, I gotta get. This is kind of like Being John Malkovich. Who saw that movie? Right, Being John Malkovich. This is Hybrid Steel set up here. Check this out. Oh, I can get both of them on here. He's got me on 3 monitors. That's pretty rad, dude. Downloaded. Thank you. Snowy Rains. What did you just bring? Oh, you brought me water. Awesome. Thank you so much. Lil Heart, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you, Stanley. Jeff Eatley. Crypto Cruising, thank you. Thank you, Jeff. Much appreciated, man. A Deep, thank you, brother. Okay, we got down to Neil. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for the shares, everybody. Okay, so, Sammy, I think I thanked you already, didn't I? Sammy, I think. Oh, Josephine, thank you. Oh, there it is. Boom. Some of the, a little late there. Josephine, thank you so much. Thank me later. Josephine, that better not be an ant video. Let's see here. All right. So thank you for the shares, man. All right. Who are we pulling up? Who's going to get pulled up? Are we going to pull up? Yes, pull up Studio Geek. Studio Geek 32. Let's get him pulled up. Let's get old Sammy pulled up and see what's going on. Being John Malkovich, right? Is that not the coolest movie? Right? Oh, did I just retweet the wrong thing, Josephine? Awesome. It's not an ant video. Great. Great. Okay, Studio Geek 32. Let's get you pulled up, dude. Studio Geek 32. Where are you at, Sammy? Where are you at? There you are. Okay, Studio Geek 32, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. I love your channel art. I like you got your name. I like that you're committing to an upload schedule. I would add one thing, dude. I would add a little tagline somewhere in there mentioning, like, it's obvious that you're doing music. You've got the instruments and stuff in the top there. But I would write something somewhere, talk about what are you doing on your channel? Are you doing music covers? Is it original music? Are you teaching people how to play instruments? You know what I mean? A little bit of clarity, because when I land on this, it's just a little bit I don't know. I mean, I know what you're doing, but like somebody who doesn't know you, they might not know what you're doing. So if you can clarify that in your channel art, that would be that'd be better. Super chat me one more time. David Bowie, McDancer, Dancing in the Streets cover, Elton John, Crocodile Rock, YMCA parody. Don't worry about YouTube. The final cat down. Hey, Carter's Eat. How's it going? Carter's Eat, did you need me to pull your channel up for a review? Nuvo Ants, best reaction ever. Let's see here. Bohemian Rhapsody cover, parody of John Lennon. Drama. Okay, so you're doing a lot of parodies, doing a lot of covers. The only thing I wouldn't do for you, because don't worry about YouTube, for example. If that doesn't have anything to do with music, I wouldn't do it. Like I would keep your channel totally focused on music, because that's what you're telling people right here. You're telling people that you are Studio Geek 32, and with the imagery, you're telling people that you're a music channel. So make sure that every video you upload is about music. Unless this is a song. Maybe this is a song. I'm not clicking on it. I don't know. And in terms of like, you asked before what you can do after you hit 1,000 subscribers, I would say go here, go to your most popular, look at the stuff that's working, and just do more of those. Wow, dude, look at how young you were 3 years ago. Dude, you've been doing this for a while. That's awesome. On the grind, man. So you come down to playlist. Okay, so here's what I've got for you. For your playlists, think of your playlist like a video title. And think about your description, which you don't have, just like your video description. So I would go into your analytics, see if your playlists are getting any video, if they're getting any views. If you're getting a lot of views, then just leave them alone. But if you're not getting views on your playlist, I would think of ways that you can craft the titles of your playlists to be more search friendly, and then make sure you write keyword rich descriptions for your titles there. So that is what I've got for you, dude. All right, who else we pulling up? Who's next? IG Designing, how you doing? Too scared to have that happen. I have lots of work to do. I was just showing you all the great work you're doing to help us. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Listen, don't be too scared. Like, I don't want to pull you up if you don't want to get pulled up, but like, I want to help you. So if there's something that you're struggling with your channel and you, okay, Grabster. Yeah, man. Yeah, Grabster, you're very helpful in the community. I'll absolutely get you pulled up. Yeah, don't be afraid, like just do your thing. Hey, needs more sub. How's it going? So 1 second here. I want to make sure I got all of this. Carter's Eat. Okay. Yeah, so Carter's Eat. Let me know if you want me to pull you up or not. I can. The fact that you're afraid, like that should be why you should do it. But I'm not going to pull you up unless you want me to. So I'm going to get Grabster. And moderators, because I'm not going to be looking at the chat, if you can let me know if they want to get pulled up or not. So Grabster, you don't want to get pulled up? You want to pull up Curvis instead? Okay. Let's see. C-R-U-V-I-S. Curvis. Looks like they're a gamer. All right. Boom. Curvis Gaming. Okay. That's cool. If you're playing okay, Carter's Eat, go for it. Awesome. I love it. I love that, man. Go for it. I love that. Curvis Gaming, don't know what game you're playing. So I would think about a little bit more clarity in your channel banner. Are you playing one game or are you playing a couple of games? A little bit of clarity. Thumbnails. Actually, your thumbnails look pretty cool, man. They're colorful. Like here's the cool thing I like about gamers. Gamers get really creative with their thumbnails. Like I would never think to make a thumbnail that looks like this. Like I think like that looks cool. I would never think my brain doesn't work that way to make some of the sort of videos. So like gamers make cool thumbnails like that. People doing reaction videos. Like I just don't think that way. Some of you guys make some really cool looking thumbnails. So the only thing I would tell you for your thumbnails, because I kind of like your style, and you're just getting started, think about one thing that you can add to your thumbnails. It could be a logo, it could be a border, it could be something in the corner. Think of one thing that you could add to kind of brand your thumbnails to make them yours, right? It could be a logo in the corner or a certain border or a certain scratch in a certain place, something that's in the exact same spot in every single thumbnail that would identify those thumbnails as your thumbnails belonging to the channel. And whatever those are, I would try to pull that up into your channel banner a little bit, because you got some crazy looking thumbnails that look cool here, but there's a bit of a disconnect between your thumbnails and your channel banner. Like, what you want to do, like, think of your channel as, you got to look at your channel as a whole. Okay. You've got all of your thumbnails for your videos, and you want to have some sort of a theme within those thumbnails that make them yours. And then you have your profile picture, and then you have your channel art. You got to look at your channel as a whole and say, what can I do graphically to tie all of these elements together? It could be a font choice. It could be a color design. It could be a graphic element, a character, a certain sort of, stripes or something like that. You know what I mean? Like whatever logo, whatever design, whatever element you put on your thumbnails in a repetitive in a repetitive way to define the thumbnails, put that up in your channel banner too, right? Like start thinking about colors and think about how I can tie all of this stuff together. Paleo Draw says, how much do logos actually matter? Mine's 100% custom, so is it good or bad? I've never subscribed or unsubscribed to a channel based on their logo. Never, not once. However, logos are cool, right? It's all like part of the package. Like you got to look at your channel as a whole. So if you've got a logo and it looks dope, and it's on a channel art that looks dope, and your thumbnails look dope, and your titles and your content, it's stuff that I'm interested in, I'm like, wow, that's a really cool. Like if I just come across one video from somebody and say, okay, that video is cool, maybe I'll subscribe, maybe I won't subscribe. I might go look through their channel and just see what else do they have to offer. Are they focused or not? I've never said, nope, they don't have a good logo, I'm not going to subscribe, or that's a dope logo. But if I look at the whole thing, right? Like if you've taken the time to make channel art, if you've taken the time to make good thumbnails, if I like your video content and the topic is focused on something that I'm interested in, and I can tell you're taking the time to make all of this good, I'm going to subscribe, right? But if it looks like you're just kind of like half-assing it, right? You're just kind of like throwing stuff up there just to get it up there, I'm going to say to myself, okay, this person looks like they're just kind of like limping through this, and maybe I won't, I might not subscribe. Hey, welcome back, Photo Fan. What's going on? You just recorded a song for music competition. So, competition. Those of you who, everybody in here subscribes and unsubscribes to the channels. Has anybody, and I'm going to guess the answer is just an overwhelming no. Have you ever subscribed or unsubscribed due to a logo? No, I'm going to bet nobody has. So, but it's important in terms of branding. So you might not get subscribers from it, but it's in terms of just overall branding for your channel. I think there's where your logo, that's your stamp. That's your brand, right? It's the Nike swoosh. It's the Coca-Cola waves, right? This is the branding for your channel, right? See, everybody in here, overwhelming. No. Yeah, nobody cares. Whoa, what just happened there? Nobody cares about the logo in terms of like, are they going to subscribe or not? But in terms of, branding your channel, that's where it's important. I don't know why my phone just turned off there. Snowy Rain says, I've been blocked by a YouTuber for my logo. That's weird. I'd love to hear the backstory on that. Okay, so we're going to pull up Carter's Eat. We're going to see what's going on with Carter's Eat. All right, Carter's Eat. See if I can find you here. Okay. It's Ty says, I reached 60 subscribers today. It took forever. Congratulations. High five and fist bump. Thank you. Thank you. Congratulations. You don't look at anything. Yeah. Congratulations. It's getting late. Can we get a congratulations for everybody who hit milestones today or yesterday? Can we get a congratulations to everybody? Share the love. All right, here we go. Boom. Carter's Eat. Okay. First thing I've got for you is I'm going to guess that you made your channel banner on a desktop computer. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to Google and type in YouTube channel banner template. And it's going to be like this big template with all these gray boxes on it. Download that template, remake your channel art on top of that template, and make sure that all of your text shows up inside of the mobile safe area. Once you download the template, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It has to show up inside of the mobile safe area. That way it's going to show up on everybody's mobile device. And if you go and look at your analytics, I would say probably half or more of your viewers are looking at it on their phone. So in addition to your name, Carter's Eats, which is going to have to be reduced quite a bit, write a tagline, one sentence, of what your channel is about. Let the viewer know what they can expect on your channel. Because as it loads up here, I'm not sure what your channel is about. Okay, Crystal says it's an awesome template. Thanks for sharing it. You know what? I'm actually going to get this template right now. Give me 1 second here. I've got it linked in the bottom. You know what? Here, let me just drop this. It'll be 1,000 times easier. Chat. Make a pro thumbnail. Okay, so if you open up the link that I just dropped into the chat right now, hopefully that link works. Go down to the description under that video, and there should be 2 links out to 2 different templates. I did like a backup. Download one of those templates and then like build on top of that. Man, and there it goes. Okay, so yeah, so that's your channel art, first thing, because you need to clarify and let people know what your channel is about. Second thing, let me see what you're doing here. Quick mix and mingle, morning to live, quick morning mingle, mix and mingle 2, mingles web, afternoon mix and mingle, dance battle. Okay, so it looks like you're doing vlogging and just kind of hanging out and that sort of thing. But you are getting a little bit of views on some of these, so that's good. Best funny reaction bubbles, 27 views. Okay, so what I would recommend you doing, focus your channel banner, and then take some time to think about what it is exactly that you're doing on your channel. See if you can describe to yourself what it is on your channel that you're doing, right? Are you a vlogging channel? Are you a family vlogging channel? Are you, what are you doing here? Quick mix and mingle. Are you focusing on mix and mingles, meetups? Like, think about what it is you're doing on your channel. Condense that. Think about, okay, this is what I'm doing. How can I write it out in a short sentence to let everybody know what it is on my channel? If you can find focus on your channel and really fine tune what it is that you're doing, then you tell people what that is. Then you can start writing it into your description, start writing it into your titles, and start focusing in on that stuff. Because as is, like, I'm not sure exactly what's happening on your channel. I see a lot of mix and mingles. I'm guessing, is that like a meetup or something like that? I'm not really sure. Hold on, let me check your description. Oops. Mix and mingle. So subscribe today as these 47-year-old parents get used to staying busy and creating lots of fun for Blake and AJ. You get to hang out with the Carter kids who love the Power Wheels. Okay, so you're hanging out with other children. Okay, yeah, okay, so this changes everything. So if you're doing kind of like a family vlog, mix and mingles, where you're taking your children to play with other children, then you can use that. So go into YouTube, right? Like I mentioned before, go to the drop-down menu where you search, or not the drop-down, look at the search bar. Start typing in about mix and mingles, children playing with other children, playtime with children. Use the terminology that other parents use when you're hanging out with the kids, whatever they call these things, mix and mingles. And you're going to see drop downs. As you change the words, different things are going to show up. These are phrases that people are searching for, right? People are searching for these phrases. So if you can take those exact phrases, use those as your titles, and then make sure your description, the first sentence in your description is the same as your title, but write it in a conversational way, and then continue to write several sentences after that in a conversational way where you use those same keywords in other sentences. So what you're basically doing is you're creating keyword-rich descriptions and titles, and you're telling YouTube exactly what your video is about. As it stands right now, YouTube doesn't have, you're writing a little bit in there, but YouTube doesn't have 100% clear view of what your video is about. So the more information that you can give YouTube, good searchable title, right? That title in your description, that title in your tags, and then a lot of keywords written out conversationally in your description as well. All of that stuff tells YouTube, this is what my video is about. And then when people go in and they start searching for that sort of content, it's going to improve it's going to improve your chance of starting to show up when people are searching. If you do those things and you scale it across your entire video library over time, then you're going to have all these videos where people can eventually find you as they're searching for different sorts of mixes and mingles. But if you're just kind of doing generic mix and mingle, like, people are going to have a really hard time finding you. The more focused you can make everything, the more defined you can make your channel, that's where you're going to win in the long term. So hope that was helpful. Focus. Always focus. Curvis says, okay, but I have no mic. And you're 14. Okay, well, microphone, I don't know what you're doing on your channel. Curvis already closed you down. If you have a microphone and you don't have a microphone, okay, work with what you've got. Just, same with everybody else. Your thumbnails looked pretty cool. Focus on your titles, focus on your playlist, a little bit of clarity with everything. Hold on here. Crystal says, I didn't have a mic from the beginning either. Use what you got. Exactly. To be honest, you can keep improving as you go. Yeah. To anybody who's starting out, anybody who's limited with what you have, if you've got one of these, that's good enough to get started. Don't let gear stop you from making content. You're going to suck either way when you get started. Everybody sucks when they get started. All of us do, right? Like, you've got to learn. You got to learn the skills. You got to learn how to shoot. You got to learn lighting. You got to learn how to hold your camera still. You got to learn how to put your camera on a tripod and not have it crooked. You got to learn how to, there's so many things that you got to learn how to do. Curvis says, I write on the screen. Okay, well, just work with what you have. Work with what you have. Right? To some degree or another, we all still suck, right? We're all still learning. I promise you, no matter how good you are, no matter how many views I get on a video, I can still, there's still room for improvement, right? Because I can look at a video, like, I've yet to achieve 100% audience retention. I haven't even gotten 80. I think the highest I've gotten in one video is like 65%, right? So I know that I need to push to try to make that as high as I can, right? My thumbnails are pretty good. Not all of them, but I need to definitely tighten up. Hey, Fabio Clums, how's it going? Clums. What mic are you using? I'm using the Rode Procaster microphone. Tim says, we are our own worst critics. Yes, we are. And you're never going to be good enough, because even when you put it up there, you're like, man, I should have said that better. Or, man, I wish my hook was better. Like, when I look at some of my even the videos that I made last week or the week before, I publish a video and then I come back and I look at the analytics, see how it's doing, and I think to myself, man, that I could have made a much better hook there. Like, what was I thinking? I could have made this a lot better. I could have tweaked this, tweaked that. So yeah, you all suck. Everybody sucks, and you just get better along the way. You just kind of lessen the suck, but there's always room for improvement. Right on, Grabster. Okay, guys, so yeah, I'm going to wrap it up too. Thank you for everybody who hung out for the entire 3 hours and 30 minutes right now. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate all the likes, the thumbs up, the thumbs downs, the shares. Everybody who hung out, thank you so much. It is 2:30 a.m. here now. I will see you guys next Sunday. We'll do this again. Thank you for hanging out. Much appreciated. Much love. And I'm going to call this a night. Thanks again. If you haven't given us a thumbs up yet, go ahead and do it. And remember, if you're watching on the replay, you can come back and leave your questions there if you didn't get answered. There were maybe 10 questions I didn't get to on the forum. You can drop those in the comments once the video is published, and I will go back and do my best to answer those. And moderators, thank you. You guys holding it down as always. Much appreciated. Much love. And thanks, everyone. Have an awesome week. Have an awesome day, and then have an awesome week. Cheers.